Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Pantheon Nation. I'm Vector, my community call me Vec for short. I am an official Warframe content creator, and as such I am listed on the warframe.com creator directory. I am also an official content creator for Ubisoft. This is a community showcase catch-up episode which was broadcast live via twitch.tv/pnx_vector. So what is a community showcase? I am the creator and host of the Community Showcase, which very first aired September/October of 2022. Every Friday I feature artists and their gaming art on my channel, and some of these artists have even gone on to collaborating with other featured artists, creating their own networks with the aid of Community Showcase. If you would like to submit work to be considered for feature, you can tag me on Twitter along with the hashtag Community Showcase. Alternatively, you can join my public Discord server and post your submission in the Community Showcase section. The biggest project I've had the pleasure of organising was a 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase. Involved was an international team who helped bring the project to life. The 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase was the very first time I've ever had a panel of guests on stream, and the special guests were official Warframe content creators Medusa Captures and Purple Flip, and special guest Warframe developer and content creation manager Isaac. You can find the 10 years of Warframe Community Showcase on this channel by searching the video list. I would just like to say thank you to everyone who submits work to be featured on our showcase streams. Every week we are increasing our reach to more artists, as well as some of you actually tagging me in work belonging to other artists who you'd think deserves to be featured. The Community Showcase is increasing in popularity, and I'd like to state that, as the host, I'm proud to facilitate a non-judgmental, safe, growing platform for all artists who create innovative pieces for both Warframe and Ubisoft, as well as the respective franchises outside of my creatorship. For those of you interested, I do have a public Discord server. If you'd like to join that, the invite link alongside my official socials and affiliate links will be in the pinned comment below. I'm currently creating a website for everything Vector, which includes highlights of my content creator career, my streamer/brand media kit, as well as some other cool community stuff. More info will be released later this year. If you'd like to support me and the content I produce, you can do so in numerous ways. You can purchase official certified veteran merch from my store. You can head over to my affiliates via my affiliate links and purchase something from them. You can help crowdfund some of the equipment I have listed on Throne, or the biggest way you can help is totally free. Lightly gathering or touching, but larger hind legs for that quick escape. I like the beard. That's its nostrils. Wait, hold up. You're on about on its shoulders is his nostrils? That can't be. Surely not. Surely not. It's got gills? I don't know what this animal is. Can we attach our tentacle tether to it, and can we ride it is my next question. And if so, we're going to find one and attempt to do that. It costs absolutely nothing but a little bit of time out of your day. Head over to twitch.tv/pnx_vector and watch one of my streams. I stream Tuesday, Thursday and Friday, 3 PM to 6 PM UK time. Watching and getting involved in my streams means a huge lot to me. I would like to thank my VIPs and regular viewers who try to make my streams throughout the week. Your support is greatly, greatly appreciated. This all being said, please enjoy this week's Community Showcase catch-up episode. Thank you.
Thank you so much for bringing me into your home. It's not quite as squalid as I had feared.
Gauss Prime was released January 17th, along with some cool accessories and weapons. It is with great pleasure to announce that Digital Extremes are allowing me to give away the Gauss Prime Complete Access Pack. Like my Grendel and Wisp Prime giveaways, this will be a 1-tenner wins all. May RNG ever be in your favour. This giveaway is open to all platforms and will be distributed by Digital Extremes themselves to the winners via in-game inbox. To enter, all you need to do is make sure you are following twitch.tv/pnx_vector and watch the streams from now until the giveaway draw, which is February the 14th. Be sure that you are following the channel, as the giveaway bot will not select a winner who is not following the channel. This giveaway will be slightly different to the giveaways I have done in the past. A giveaway ticket costs 100,000 points, with a max ticket purchase of 10. To ensure that you receive the maximum chance of winning the giveaway, join the raffles, which my moderation team will post in the stream chat, as well as tune into as many streams as you can from now until the giveaway draw. I've enabled watch streaks, which means that the more streams that you tune into and watch, the more bonus points you will receive based on the consecutive number of streams you tune in and watch. Again, I want to say a huge thank you to Warframe, who have generously given me the Gauss Prime Complete Access Pack to give away to one lucky tenner in my community. For those of you new to the channel, I stream Tuesday, Thursday and Friday 3 PM to 6 PM UK time, with the likelihood of a bonus stream sometime throughout the week. A reminder that the giveaway ends Wednesday, February the 14th, and will be drawn sometime in the stream on that day. I want to thank all of you who have followed me over on Twitter, as we have surpassed our 1k following milestone. For those of you wanting to keep up to date with everything Vector, head over to my Twitter and hit that follow button. If you would like to support my content and everything that I do on this channel, please hit the subscribe button or check out my newly updated affiliate links. For everything else, I'll see you guys on Twitch and Twitter. Thank you. Greetings, Tenno. As you all know, Gauss Prime was released January 17th, along with some cool accessories.
T-1 minute. T-50 seconds. T-40 seconds. T-30 seconds. T-20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Let me check everything. Should be fine. Hey guys, welcome to stream. Can I just double check that everything is going fine for you? Make sure that you can hear me. I can't hear anything because, yeah. Cautionary, can you talk for a second? See if the audio's coming through for you.
Hello. Can I hear everybody?
If Cautionary's audio is loud, let me know and I'll alter it. Yep, can you hear us? Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. Okay, guys. So we've got a special community showcase. This is something I want to do for a little bit of a while. Is have special guests. We have a special guest lined up for the end of Feb, but we're not going to talk about that on this showcase because we have our very first special guest of 2024, which is Cautionary Tale. Cautionary Tale, if you want to tell the community about what you do in Warframe, and yeah, who you are.
I am Cautionary Tale. I am a Warframe content creator. I mainly just do capture. I occasionally do videos, but it's been a while. But apart from that, I don't do a hell of a lot else.
Okay, and guys, we do have Nardis news as well. We hear CT louder and clearer than Vector. That's because my audio is screwed. I don't know why. My audio is a little bit higher than Cautionary's, and Cautionary's coming straight from the app. That's probably why. But hopefully that's a little bit better. Jack, yeah, no worries. Welcome to the stream. So basically, we're going to head into the nice news. We're going to we are going to be going into the Nidus news. After the Nidus news, we've got a really exciting community showcase. But then I hope you guys stop around, because at the end we're going to have a little bit of a Q&A with Cautionary. There's a couple of questions that I want to ask, and I hope that you guys can come up with a couple of questions that you'd like to ask Cautionary as well. So that being said, let's jump straight into Nidus news.
My pupil, the next summit awaits. Are you ready to make the climb?
We await a sacrifice. I beg you not to give in to it. We're all trusting in you.
Do what you can, Lieutenant, to help us.
We must bring forth capital to pursue our goals.
You would make an excellent cephalon.
You will be tempted to look for familiar faces among the angels.
You're a hero for these people.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the news. Before we begin, I'd like to apologize for not being here last week. I was a bit busy, saving wildlife. Yep, that's what I was doing. No need to look into it. Now, in today's news, the so-called wizard Dante will arrive soon to challenge my wizardry. Coming with the Dante's Inferno update, he's a new frame with the ability to cast spells and has his own personal spell book, which isn't that impressive. I've got a spell book too. From what was shown, he will be the first male frame with a floating walking animation, which, to be fair, is pretty cool. The update should arrive sometime next month. Then we will see who the greatest wizard will be. In other news, Vector advocates eating zombies, claiming that in a survival situation, you'll eat anything to survive, which to start out with. Now, I'll starve. And second, you're basically eating people, which is already messed up. But add on the fact that they are rotting, moldy, and likely covered in maggots. Honestly, does that sound like something you'd eat? And if any of you said yes, a therapist is only a call away. Though one good thing is if a zombie apocalypse breaks out, we won't have to worry about feeding Vector. He'd probably be neck-deep in some zombie carcass. In other news, well, I'm not sure what to comment on this. I'll just show the pictures. Keep in mind this is what I woke up to that morning. And we have yet to experiment on Purple Flip. I request that get done pronto. I'd also like to request a Daggeth Foot showcase for Vector. It's what he likes after all. Now for a very important announcement. Today's showcase will have a very special guest. Who could it be? Well, it can only be someone forged from the depths of Captura. Looks like I'm doing news out here now. Anyway, Cautionary Tale will be joining us today. Finally, someone to help Vector manage all the insane people in chat. Welcome to the insanity. All right, moving on before I freeze to death. A new crime organization has been unearthed, led by two criminal masterminds. Who are they? Well, they are none other than Glitter Ash and Pink Deucer. They are terrorizing places like Fortuna with their horrible color choice. Locals are advised to stay inside and above all else avoid eye contact with them. Law enforcement are working hard to bring these two to justice. In other news, see this context. Watch as I burn it as I tell you this. A space ninja wearing tights clothing asks a solid snake to make him feel alive again. We are unaware if the snake was able to fulfill this request as said ninja jumped on him and rammed his sword into him. How ya doing, context? Still burning? Thought so. Hopefully Mr. Snake will be able to fulfill this request. And as Vector would say, it's smaller than it looks. Well, that's all I had for today. I best disappear before Pink Deusa finds me.
I don't know what to say to that. That was the last time I'm listening to Vex request when it concerns Pink. That was the last time I'm listening. Let me just mute my stream so when you come through twice. There we go. So you shouldn't hear me twice now. I've got the audio on. Kai, what the hell, man? You targeted Medusa? You actually targeted Medusa? I'm so sorry, Medusa. Right, okay, so we're in the showcase. This is my new scene I kind of whipped up this morning, so don't expect to be anything, like, amazing. So we're going to start off with... I think we're going to start off with the Valentine stuff first, the Stardays stuff, because that was the theme of this month. And then when we get to the end of those submissions, we're actually going to be going into the... God damn it. We're going to go into the normal showcase. I want to thank everyone that's been doing the submissions, including the Warframe Alphabet Challenge. I'm absolutely just snowed under with messages, so I'm going to take tonight and the weekend to go through them all and make sure that I assign everyone what they need. But that being said, let's jump into the community showcase. How are you feeling, Cautionary? Are you feeling okay after the Nidus news?
Perfectly fine. I don't know what Nidus was talking about. That was spectacular fashion. Poor Medusa.
Brilliant. So we're going to go into the Valentine stuff, and we have a first time feature on my Twitter post from a level 12B, and this is it. They are on a date. So to add a little bit of context to this, if I go over to my Twitter really quick and go onto highlights and scroll down somewhere, I found it. I'm just make sure that I get everything before we carry on. So the caption is they're on a date and capture a collab with my favourite person, Zarinth, I believe. So what do you take from this, Cautionary? Why have I got two?
Quite like it. It's framed nicely. And the colour choice is spot on.
I do love the sun in the background, kind of like a halo on the back of one of the Warframe's heads.
I think that is Harrow in his amalgam skin.
It's so good doing the showcase with a capture artist. Can tell me in real time what the skins are. Obviously, we've got
The amount of
Chris.
times I see the DE streams and they get the Warframes wrong, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, I know how it feels though, because I really don't wear a lot of skins on my Warframes. So when everyone's like, "Vec, how do you not know?" I'm like, the only thing I use is Umbra with the Dex skin. That's it. I don't know anything else. What do you want from me?
To be fair, I have every skin in the game that I can on PlayStation, so I can't say much.
Wow, that flex. But no, I like the fashions of these. I think the scenery choice is really good as well. I believe Cetus. And I think it looks a really cute capture for Stardays.
I love her posing because she looks like she's excited to tell them something.
My mind's going all everywhere now. Right, so let me scroll up chat really quick. Is this Sabis is this Cetus? No comment, Vec. Okay, I've completely lost the conversation. Love the Sun 2 by Cyber Mercy. Rahun 1 is saying "Oh." Game is interesting. They look so good together. Yeah, and yeah, that's basically the chat. So I want to thank the capturer artist, a level 12B, on your first. Well, basically, thank you for your submission. It's your first ever feature. Welcome to the stream, the community showcase, and yeah, thank you so very much. The next person that we have is, let me go down to showcase and change, is Black Shark. This one is called Heart Eyes. So this one is, I think, Operator, Drifter. I can't really tell. I don't know if there is a way to tell between the Operator and Drifters in terms of the facial constructions. But I didn't even know you could change the eyes in this. Oh, is this Warframe? I think it is Warframe. Cautionary's gone completely quiet.
I'm just trying to figure it out. It is Drifter, I know that much.
All right,
Purely
okay.
from the placement of the chin piece, because they don't sit properly on the Drifters half the time.
Right, okay, let me just change my audio, because apparently I'm a little bit quiet. I don't know why, because I'm on like 78. Am I okay now, or no? Because on my end, like, I don't know what it is. I'm in the yellow, so I should be fine. So MS is saying you can change eyes. I did not even know that. Let me go to my operator, because I'm actually on Warframe at the minute. It's Drifter because only Drifter has face ink. Operators have void scars. That's how much I fashion my operator and Drifter. I didn't know that. So obviously
You have
we've
no
got
idea how much I wish we had void scars for Drifters.
I'm hoping it's something that we can have like an integration of both. So on the Drifters you can have the void scars. On the operators you can have ink. I mean, okay, I know the kids, but I'm sure when we was kids we got ink that we didn't like, I guess. We
I'm
can't
still
tell if you're
waiting
okay,
to go take
Vector.
off my gun.
We can't tell if you're okay, Vector, but you are louder.
I don't
Okay.
think any of us are okay.
I don't think anyone. Yeah. Yeah. Don't even ask. But obviously it's the Stardays fashion. Got the real beautiful bright pink colours, and then the eyes kind of matching. And yeah, I think this is a really, really cool fashion. Trying to work out the headpiece.
Yeah, I
though.
love the colour choices.
Yes, yes.
Oh, the earpieces are from Barracuda.
Again, thank you. Capture is able to name where it is.
If you
How
give
do you do
me
this?
one moment, I could tell you they are called Atmos. Katia
Atmos, of
Atmos
course.
earpiece.
Of course.
I used to wear them religiously.
They are
They look
really
a
good
little bit like
headpieces.
ears.
They are really, really good headpieces. But again, I didn't even realise you could change the eyes in your operator drifter. Now I do. I'm going to go in there and check it out myself and see what there is. But yeah, I want to thank Black Shark for the submission. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And yeah, really, really good portrait, I guess, image of your operator, or drifter, should I say. I appreciate it. The next person that we have is Kai Puck, the Nidus that attacks everybody. That's your introduction, Kai. So, happy Valentine's, you're a cut above the rest, to and from. I love that because, of course, Excal uses Exalted Blade, so I'm loving the pun there, I guess. Not entirely sure if I like the pinkening of Excal, but I can definitely tell why you did it.
It's nice. Wait, I know this time of the year it's always pink everywhere.
Yeah.
I use pink more than I used to in Captura, to be fair, but I never used to use pink at all.
I only use pink when I'm forced to use pink in my streams. There we go.
That's a very fair assessment, Tower Phantom. It's strawberry ice cream scale.
That is actually a really good way of putting it, yeah. Shem Kai, well done with the pinkening. Oh yeah, it's not escaped, it's Valentine's, it's going to be a lot more pinkening. Kai Puck, I attack everyone. Yeah, you know you do. Gamer's Interest, that is brilliant, brilliant pun. And let me scroll up a little bit more. And some message saying, great, Idaru Black Shark. So, strawberry ice cream is legit the worst. Oh no. This is where we're going to debate ice cream.
Oh, I don't know. I've had some pretty bad ice cream flavors. Salted caramel. No, thank you.
What? You don't like salted caramel?
I don't like salted caramel. I never have. I don't like salt. Salt and chocolate is fine, but salt and caramel, no thank you.
Wow, Salted caramel. There we go. Guys, put your pitchforks down, okay? It's an opinion. We all got different taste buds.
I'll put it this way: I'm the embodiment of white people taste buds. Like, I don't use seasonings. Like, so we'll just get that out the way.
Mint chocolate chip. Here we go. This is from one thing. It just takes the conversation elsewhere. So, from one comment from Toe Phantom about its strawberry ice cream Excal to now an entire ice cream debate. Great, great guys.
I love ambrosia ice cream. It's amazing.
Oh, I don't think I've tried that one yet. Who said
Ambrosia is a very New Zealand thing, to be fair.
I might have to see if it's available where I am, and if it is, I'll probably have to try it. Marxy said, who said that they don't like salted caramel? How dare, joke. I think this is the highlight of Kai's capture pieces. The debate that he started on ice cream. But bringing it back, I think, Kai, I really like the background that you've decided to use for Excalibur Umbra. It is very loving. Though I don't think I think Excal's. I know you've tried to make him look like very warm and appealing and stuff, but Excal is a killer, my guy. He's not good in pink. Stop putting him in pink. But no, it's a really
good in pink.
Wait, what?
He can be good in pink.
I'm getting told off by Cautionary now. I mean,
it has to be the right pink,
right,
and you want different shades of pink, so it helps see. You can help see the different lines.
Hold up, 1 second, gamers. What the hell? Kai, your strawberry ice cream Excal looks amazing. I bet he tastes it too. What the? What the hell? Excuse me? Wow. Gonna
hey, as long as they're not trying to, as long as they're not trying to lick Volt, that would be shocking.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I just had an image of I don't know who, but whoever it was with the hair just standing on end like they've been falling like electrocuted. It's something out of Home Alone. Have you seen Home Alone? Where
I love the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, Marv. So, Kai, thank you so much for your submission, and of course, all the work you do with the Nardis News. Greatly appreciate it. And yeah, thank you for taking part in our Star Days Valentine's event. Love your Excalibur, really, okay? I really do love your Excalibur, even though it's pinking in, but yeah, thank you for your submission.
The sassy pose.
The next person we have is Madam Banshee. With Happy Valentine's. Valentino Stardust.
Pretty.
Oh yeah, is Madam Banshee does really good works. I think that's in Deviri. It looks like it's in Deviri. If not, then
yes, it is.
I was gonna say I'm never gonna trust my senses again. I'm gonna open this up on Discord because I know you can't really. If I sound like I'm far away, guys, I'm trying to turn to the left here, and it always sounds like I'm away from my mic, but I'm not. Let me scroll up because I want to see the image a little bit, because I can't really see it on my screen because I've got like the overlays and everything, and it's really small on my Streamlabs. Okay, so we have. I love the wings. Definitely the wings. The edits as well with the pink swells around with the love hearts look really good. The Frost Signa is a really good touch. I found that the Frost Signa for the heirloom is a really difficult Signa to place on Warframes because it reminds me of like a flying saucer, right? Like just trying to abduct your Warframe. But on this one, as an example, Madam Banshee, I definitely like the way you've done this. Cautionary, I don't know if you've got anything to add.
No, I really like it. It's really nicely done. The mixing of skins is really nice too. I would say the helmet name, but I cannot pronounce it.
So
but I'm pretty sure that's the Villanosis skin.
Right, okay. So the helmet then, is that Tenogen or is that like another?
That was the it was like one of their like a mini deluxe skins they released for her.
Right, okay.
I can't remember what it's called.
Everything just looks
Well, I
so...
can see what it's called, I just can't say it.
It's fine. I love how everything in here is like really white, and then it's got tints of pink as well. Like the sky's got tints of pink. And again, the
It's that
edits.
subtleness that just brings that almost Valentine's-y feel into it.
Yeah, exactly. It looks really, really well done. And of course, again, the frost signa, I think, is one of the more difficult signas to add to a fashion because it's so, in my opinion, so big. Just, for me, it looks out of place on some of the warframes, but on this one, it doesn't look half bad, to be honest. Love the little CG Ephemeria. Dee needs to make this happen. Yes, the Love Heart one, right? I believe that's what you mean. I just said Yulheng. Is it Yulheng?
Yeah, it's the one they released for the Lunar rabbit. You have the rabbit skin.
Right, okay. I don't know if I've got that one. I need to double check. So, Madam Banshee, I want to say a huge thank you for your submissions and obviously your entire support over the channel and the Captura community as well. Thank you so much for getting involved in both this and, of course, the Warframe Alphabet Challenge. And yeah, thank you so much for your submission. As always, looking forward to what you submit in the future. The next person that we have is Melee Prowess. Which is, again, Valentino. It looks so cool.
I just love that I would pause my game for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a good touch. It is a really, really good touch. Melee Prowess is really good at doing, I think, getting the poses and stuff right, the fashion and stuff right as well. I'm trying to find it on the Discord so I can actually see it in its full majestic glory, and it's scrolling through everyone's submissions. There we go. Right, okay, so we've got Frost, I think, on the left hand side. I'm trying to work out.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure that is Zaku.
Zaku? What skin
It is
that?
either Zaku or it is the Mesa Deluxe, but I'm pretty sure that's Zaku.
Yeah,
with one of his old helmets.
Yeah. I think that is Zaku, because when you look at the arms and stuff, like towards the upper chest, there isn't any.
It's mainly the helmet that gives it away for me.
I've got no clue with the helmet, so I try and look at other features. So that's how I decipher who it is. One of the telltale signs is there's no regulators as well, so I think you can't take the regulators off, or at least not have them shown on Mesa. So
You can glitch them off. I have glitched them off before.
Alright, okay, did not know that.
The helmet is the Kitsu helmet.
Is that
one of his
10
best
Is that the alternate or?
I think that's just one of his alt helmets. Yeah, it's one of his best helmets in my opinion.
Right, okay. We've got the Dax chest piece, I think, with the lotus symbol. I think that looks really, really cool. I love how the accessories match the accents of Zaku's bones as well. Like you can see the tints of gold, also matching the tints of the leg pieces, the chest piece, and I think they've got some shoulder pieces on there, which looks really, really cool.
I love the contrast in pinks that they've used as well. It does well to show you the different parts of them.
Yes. So let me scroll to the chat. It just said Zaku, yeah, get pink in, but it works, mate. Valentino, that is brilliant. And then someone's responded to that. So that is beautiful. Always love someone who is willing to pause again. Aww. I was gonna say something like, yeah, you don't love me because I don't pause the game for you, but no, I do. I always have to pause the game. Joke being you can't pause Warframe. You can if you're in solo. If you have it on invite only or anything like that, like public, you can, but you can on solo. It's Zaku with the alt helmet. Melee did an alternate with Vast Untime activated. I really want to see that. That is Zaku and Frost, I do believe. Yep, Frost left, Zaku right. Let's scroll down. Yes, I like different shades. And then we have, you normally say, cover me when you can't pause for me. God damn it. I did Zaku in pale blue, white, pink, in cherry for sharing. Okay. But Melly Paris, thank you so much for sharing your work. It is really, really good. I like. You know, it's really interesting that someone has chosen Frost and another frame, because usually it's Frost and Ember, like the Steam couple, I guess. But it's really good to see Frost with another frame for Valentine's. So thank you so much for sharing. And again, I'm very excited to see what you submit in the future. The next person we have is Madonna Tori. And this one's called Courage.
I love that Valkyrie helmet. Always have.
I just love how Yonder's looking down. Like, I didn't know she did, but that's perfect. Valkyrie's taking the knee and Yonder's just looking down like, hello, you know. But no, I like this. It is a very, very good capture. I think it's definitely capturing, you know, I'd say romance.
I love the little hearts above them too.
Yes. Oh, I didn't notice. Yeah, I said yes, I didn't even realise. Yes, yes. I'm like, I thought he was going to say something else. I'm like, yeah, because I was thinking again the way that Yonder's looking down on Valkyrie, but that is a really, really good touch. I didn't even realise those hearts there. Yonta
It's a
love.
very sweet composition.
Gamers Interest says it's like there is a surrendering happening. Letty, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to stream, welcome to community. Cyber Messi, Drifter stands taller than most frames. She's a handsome lass. Yonta has a voice line about the tenor liking them when they were human. Oh. Can't remember that voice line. I love that helmet too. Tori, I don't know if Tori's responded to you, but Tori said in chat, I love that helmet too.
Yes, no, I saw that as well.
Shem says, I was smiling the whole time I saw this pic. It really does, like, bring a smile to your face. I think it's a very well thought through captura. There is definitely a story here.
Yes, it is very sweet. I like it.
Tori, thank you so much for your submission for Star Days and Valentine's. Again, you know, highlights the fashion helmet. I love the way that Yonta is looking down, and as Cautionary said, the hearts look so cute. Thank you for your submission, and as always, looking forward to seeing what you submit next. You've done a really, really good job, so thank you. The next person we have, I don't think we've had in a little bit of a while. I think the last time we had this person was 10 years of Warframe, but I could be wrong. I usually am. Please welcome to the Community Showcase, guys, is Night Mist. And this one is the... Let me go on to Twitter. This is a Twitter submission. If you want to say anything about this while I have a look, Cautionary, you're more than welcome.
I love the colour scheme used. It's very nice. And the humanized Gara is gorgeous.
Yes. So, Night Mist posted this on my Twitter thread, and they said, I ended up designing a humanoid version of the Unum, just so Gara has someone to hold. I love how it went from badass biker girl to gentle lover. This pair will always have my heart.
It is very beautifully done.
It is very beautifully and respectfully done, in my opinion, as well. I don't know if that's a default. I believe Gara. Is it Gara Prime?
Gara Prime, yeah.
I'm seeing. I don't know if it's that the default colours for the frame.
It's close to.
Okay. And again, I can never say this. It's the Unum, right? The Unum in Cetus.
Unum, yeah. I always loved the story with Gara. One of the nicest stories.
Do you remember
in
much of the
Cetus.
story? Because I am really bad at remembering the stories.
If I remember correctly, she fights the Eidolons.
Yes,
no, that
she
was
does.
Revenant.
Yes.
She does fight the Eidolons, so does Revenant, but I think she ended up dying for them. And she offered to become a Warframe, I think. She was one of the few that offered to become a Warframe to fight the Eidolons.
Oh.
I think, if I remember correctly.
I think, again, I really start pushing up on my Warframe lore. But just, like, again, if that is like you said, correctly remembered, I think that adds more to this piece because, again, the person that offered themselves to become Gara obviously sacrificed a lot in their life. Can't probably go back to how things were. So this, for me, this image speaks volumes now because of the life that they gave up to protect the ones they love. Banshee says,
Yeah, she was one of.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, she was one of the few that did actually offer herself to become a Warframe.
So Shem says, yeah, Gyra's host was mortally wounded and offered herself to the Helmin. And we have, you get Unum Law in the end of the new war. I'm gonna have to see if I can check that out. And Madam Banshee says yes, in her Prime trailer, Bala says that she volunteered willingly. I think that's a really cool piece. A very heartfelt piece, and like I said, like you said, it's beautifully detailed. You love about Gara being drawn with like human or humanoid features, and I think it's definitely a very beautiful piece and respectfully done, as well as a very talented drawn talent. I can't speak.
English broken.
Brain's broken. Brain's broken.
Only the
Does not
English.
compute. Nope, I can't. Vexus broken, guys. He's gone. But no, it is very well done. So, Night Mist, thank you so much for your submission and commenting on my thread. Really love this piece. Very talentedly drawn. I can't even compute English. But yeah, I'm excited to see what you submit for future showcases. So thank you for taking part. The next person that we have, this isn't a Warframe submission, but it is, I'm hoping, a Valentine submission. That's the way I perceived it. Paladin, KSI. And this.
Cyberpunk!
Cyberpunk. Hi, I just got off work. I'm not sure I missed my capture though. Lieti, if you want to let me know what your Twitter username or whatever it is, I'll let you know. What piece you submitted. Vec, did you think about the cake again, and that's why you broke? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. This one is called. I'm gonna wait for the title to switch. There we go. The Art of Seduction. So I thought this is definitely a good Valentine's piece, but then, you know, hey, it's Cyberpunk. There's a lot of seduction that goes on in that game, I think.
It's a great game. I enjoyed playing it immensely.
That is a brilliantly timed photo. It is a really good time. A good time photo, yeah. Game is interest, very erotic. Excuse me? Are we looking at the same image? Gamers, are you okay?
I think it's the side view of her.
Ah. I think Gamers Interest is going out to just completely berate me at this point. I'm just gonna ignore chat. Glad I actually got unfinished Phantom Liberty before viewing this. Sadly, my rig would burn if I tried playing Cyberpunk 2077. Well, that's Cyberpunk 2077 for you. I could say something that might get Gamers Interest to yell at me. I don't think we've seen yours yet. Let me just double check. While we have a look. I think yours was the first one that we showcased, I believe. Yes, I believe it was the Casper with Sarah. Yes, yours was the first one, the first Valentine's feature that we showcased. But you can catch up on the VOD. I really do appreciate your feature, by the way, your submission. Regarding
Shame you're naughty.
Regarding Paladin, Paladin submitted quite a lot, as he always does. And he actually submitted a Warframe Valentine's one, which I'm saving for another week in February. And because we really get a lot of Warframe submissions, I wanted to show this one on our and the stream that we're doing. So I kind of like break it up a little bit and hopefully have a little bit of variety. I do like the image, really, I think it is, you know, a really cool image. Again, the story between these two, if you play the DLC, is a sad story, I guess. And yeah, it's Cyberpunk 2077. Let me have a look at chat. Everyone on this chat is horny as hell. What? Yeah, don't even ask. Okay, I'm gonna say it, Vic.
Can't say much to it.
He's hinting at you to do that. Phantom. Just stop. Just stop. Swiftly moving on. Paladin, thank you so much for your submission. Apparently it's turned quite a few people's heads and other things. And again, as always, excited to see what you submit in the future. And thank you for taking part. The next person we have, I think, is in chat. And this is our first, like, comic we've had in a little bit of a while. So please welcome Rahun. This is a 3-page comic, and I'm not expecting you all to read it, but I can read it on Discord. For those of you that are on Discord, feel free to go into the channel section, submit your work, and it is there. So, page 1 starts off with Grendel with a ice cream and some love hearts above his head. And then the second one is exclamation points, and then looking to the right, and it's Urelli. And then, hey, Pipsqueak, how would you like a snow cone? No, do I look like Frost to you? Oh, come on. I've already had 20. Here's one for you. I love how Grendel's had like 20 ice creams. Well, only since you are insisting so much. What is that Hydroid over there? And then the second page is... where? Oh, come on, stop teasing me like that. And then Grendel just ate the entire ice cream and just gave Urelli the code. And then Grendel says, oh wow, look at that cool Condoric over there. And then, I'm going back to Orbiter. I knew Mirage was right, I hate this day. Hey, don't be like that. It was just a joke. Put me down, you meatball. Let's go visit. Hey, look. She said someone got a talking nog. Let's go taste it. Excuse me? You get a talking fish and the first thing you want to do is go and see how it tastes? I mean... Okay, I think I kind of commented on your post on someone's post that did the fish, about my choice of fish would have been Fibonacci, so I can't really say anything. Then there's a couple of corpus. It says, "Hey, 0541, a quick question: did they pay for all that, buddy? Do you want to die that badly?" You know what? They said it's their first date, so it's on the house this time. Yep, totally we are. And that is a comic. I think it's very well drawn, rendered. And I think it captures Grendel's and Urelli's personality very well. I don't know what you take from it, Cautionary.
It is very well thought out. I do like it.
Great comic, love it. What parts of the comic stick out for you, Cautionary Tale?
The humor. I like the end parts. It's like, do you want to die that badly? Like,
Yeah, I can imagine some like lowly paid corpus being like that. Like, hey, bro, like we don't make enough. We just protect like Alad V. Like, do we really want to die for some ice creams? Like, is it worth it? Holy what? What? Yo, wait, Warframe's here? Yo, Warframe! What? Who is this? No way. Hey, welcome to... I don't know who it is, but hey, welcome. Happy Stardust. Thank you so much for joining us. That is a very pleasant surprise. I just completely... my heart went in my mouth. Hey guys. We are in the middle of the... I swear if it's D Zach again doing that. It's the Warframe account. It is. Warframe gifted sub to the channel. Thank you so much, Warframe. I don't know who is on the other end, but thank you so much. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say, Cautionary, help.
no, I was reading Tower Phantoms. I'm
Zach...
calling it Zach behind the scenes. He's seen the feet.
Oh my god, don't say feet. Don't say feet. It's Zach. It's Zach. It's Zach. What a legend. Oh, and here we go. We've got the Excalibur Prime toenails. So this is our comic. Well, not our comic. It is Rahun's comic. It is very well done. If you haven't seen it, guys, I believe Rahun's posted it in Discord and also on his social, so please go and check it out. I'm really just taken by Warframe popping in and just like, hey, happy Saturdays. Thank you so much, Zach. You're an absolute legend. Everyone's just posting loads of Excal Prime toenails now. I don't think I'm going to live that down. So, Rahun1, thank you so much for your submission. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And thank you so much for taking part in the community showcase. And of course, the Star Days submissions as well. You're an absolute legend. The next person that we have is in chat. It is Shem with Paradox Paired. So, I love this. I love this. It's kind of like two timelines meeting, obviously Paradox and stuff, but the fashions in this are really cool. Shem, I know you're in chat, so if you want to tell us a little bit about your work here, be absolutely amazing. Good morning, Melia. How are you? Hope you're well. Oh, this one I saw on Twitter. It's absolutely beautiful. It really, really is. It is a really, really well thought out piece.
Yeah, it's been blended very nicely. Just trying to read the writing.
So,
beautiful.
I know it's a little bit difficult to read, so I'm going to jump over to Discord because my stream sometimes don't do it justice. I've noticed if I save or download off Discord, it really doesn't do the images well when you save the file. So it says, across Eternalism's gate, out of the second dream, forged in war, trust is gained. And that's on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, where there's the drifter, it says, when chains are broken, a new bond is formed. Across the paradox, only love remains.
It is very well written. I like it.
I love that Shem's used the Stardays emote, right? And actually brought these two together and added a little bit of a story. So we've got obviously the Paradox timeline, we've got the Origin System timeline, and we hear that quite a bit, like when you're going against the Orwworm, and then sometimes if you're struggling or just randomly, Teshin will say, the Tenor have sent down ordnance to assist you, and it's normally an art gun. Kind of like the Tenor can see the struggles of the Drifter against the Orwworm, and it's like, hey, we'll help you out. And when you look at this image, I think Shem has kind of shown the bond, even though it's in between timelines, paradox, whatever, between the characters. We do have, like I said, the Origin System on the left and the paradox on the right, so I think it is definitely well thought out. So Shem says, it was when I did the new war, I felt that Valkyrie and Drifter at first didn't get on. Oh. Thank you, Shem. Gamers Interest said, the writing is beautiful as well, both what is written and the font, indeed. Shem says, but at the end they ended up falling for each other because they both went through similar torments. Gamers Interest says, I like the colour of the writing chosen as well, goes well with the picture. Rahun, this is a beautiful and brilliant piece. And yeah, Valkyrie's host. I think it's a really, really good image. I don't know if you've got anything to add, Cautionary, but feel free.
No, I really like the composition for it. It's very nice.
So, Shem, I want to thank you for your submission. You're an absolute legend. Thank you so much for all the support. And, of course, creating this beautiful Stardays Valentine's inspired piece. I love the story behind it. That's one thing that I love about your works. They always seem to have a story. And it's definitely very well felt with this. I think you've done really, really well. So thank you for your submission. And of course, looking forward to what you submit in the future. The next person that we have, I believe, is in chat, and it is the Doctor3314. And this is, I don't think it's titled, it was just a Valentine submission, so of course, it is Muscle Mummy Hildred.
I don't think she's the kind of Cupid that's going to hit you nicely.
Why do you have to break me, Cautionary? Why? Rykins, thank you so much for this sub. Greatly appreciated. Let's go. Thank you. Gamers Interest. Oh, heck.
When she beats the love into you.
She beats the love into you. Gamers Interest. She's going to love you hard. Excuse me? What? What? Death by Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo. Death by Snoo Snoo. Oh my god. Yeah, that's definitely Hildren. I don't care. That's definitely Hildren. I can't get that out of my head now. Every time I see someone play as Hildren, Rahun, you've got that stuck in my head. You've got that stuck in my head.
Yeah, Cyber's right though. That prime helmet does look like a hat. It's nicely done.
Yeah, that is. I think that's something I commented on when Hildren first dropped. How it is very heart shaped, but then I think in the normal colours, I think the actual, I'm going to call it crest. I don't know what you'd call it. It also gave me like kind of like Deviri vibes, but I think everything I look at just gives it Deviri vibes, so I'm just not even going to use that as an example. But in these colours, I can definitely see how it could resemble Heart. I think it is a very well designed character design, should I say, for Hildren. Muddy Sud says, this is the person that created this, said she also looks like a clothes hanger. What?
But yeah, you could hang her on the rack and just like dangle in there. She imagine getting her caught on a branch when you're trying to fly past, and she gets caught on a branch and she's stuck.
I mean, you'd be alright if you needed a zip line, but then, yeah. Let me choose your head. A coat rack? A coat hanger? Like, really? Like, what would... What?
An upside down coat hanger. I can see it.
Alright, okay. So the head would be... We are not going into this conversation. We are not going in this conversation.
We'll leave the coat hanger where it is.
We'll leave the coat hanger where it is on Hildren's head. To me, it looks like a beetle head. She'd headbutt you hard. Some people like that, Toe Phantom. Just saying.
Everyone's got what they're into. Just saying.
Gamers Interest saying the muscly. Okay, let's not reread that comment. Kai Puck, she wouldn't get stuck on a branch. The tree would be stuck on her.
Accurate.
Okay.
Death tree by Snoo Snoo.
Fuck's sake. Fuck's sake. Oh no. All my professionalism's gone out the window. Completely gone. Don't even worry about it. If you recall, you what? Sorry.
So I live to serve.
Okay. Melissa says, Vector, if you recall, I submitted something like this last year. Let me just remember everything you submitted, Melissa. Give me a second. I'm joking. Games interest, what professionalism? You're right, we've gotten on. What do you mean? Is Hildren the new Chuck Norris? Jokes protagonist. That's fun sound. It's fine, Melissa. I'll go and check the VODs. So yeah, I mean, fashion wise, is that red like part of her attire, or is it like she just completely beat the love out of someone and that's what remains? I don't know. It's Hildren. We'll never know. But
She doesn't use a bow and arrow as a cherub. She uses her fists.
Talk about pounding love. Right. So we are so bad at this, aren't we?
I love Telefintos comment. The star day should be changed to sus days.
Sus days. No, we
majorly sus.
I don't know what to say. In all honesty, though, like, I like the fashion. The reds definitely stand out. I definitely think it's the blood of Hildren's enemies, you know. But you know, it definitely captures the Star Days vibe. Phantom.
Oh, 100% Tala.
Yeah. Okay. So you read that.
100%. 100%.
Cautionary, are you saying she's giving out tough love with those punches? Yeah, hell yeah.
Only tough love.
Fuck's sake. Okay, so
Hard loving.
Money Suds, aka the Dr. 3314, thank you so much for your submission. Greatly appreciated, and of course, everything that you do in the community. And yeah, looking forward to seeing what you submit in the future. Speaking of Toa Phantom, you're up next. So guys, please welcome Toa Phantom to the Community Showcase. I need to read something for this, because it did come with a very heartfelt message. And it goes like this. Through stardays and dusk, a union of two tenor husks, a blade pulled from stone, a horse rider alone, with a pantheon of friends and a nation of followers, come joyous times only found on this hollow earth. At the knight's request, with such genuine earnest, To put the riders' worries to rest, may you continue to be Vex Gamers' Interest. Happy Star Days. Like, that just completely... When Gamers' Interest said, hey, have you seen what Toe Phantom has tagged or responded to me on Twitter? And I said, no, I haven't yet. I saw the 3 images on Twitter, and each image had like their own little like paragraph. And this image in Discord, it has all 3 put together. Tower Phantom, like, I just want to say you touched me and Gamers' Interest. I don't know how to carry on that sentence with the last Hildren submission, so I'm being very careful. No, but you did touch me and Gamers' Interest, and it's so sweet. You actually put something together to describe the community, and again, man and at the end, like man and Gamers' relationship, and it really took me by surprise. I loved all 3 of your submissions, and this one sums it up perfectly. And I love how you use Excalibur on the left and Daggoth on the right. So yes, Phantom. The rhyme was stuck in my head for a few days. Because I was thinking, what rhymes with interest? This is. I say this all the time about the community, and I'm sure Cautionary, you can appreciate this as well. Everyone in the community they're so caring. Like they do the works and stuff, like what they want to do, like the capturers or the fan arts and stuff like that. But then they'll do things for other people, whether it's birthday capturers or birthday fan arts, or it's like, hey, I just want to do this picture for you. And I've seen that when I haven't been well and people have done stuff for me, and this is the first time I think that someone's actually wrote something, and not just the community, but then also me as well as my partner, and it's very, very well done. I don't know if there's anything you want to add about the fashion and the scene, or maybe what was written, Cautionary, but please feel free to add like your thoughts too.
It is very well written. It is very sweet.
Well, Gamers' Interest says, I'm not even a streamer, creator, whatever, and I'm included. Muddy says, I'm going to go shower in 7 minutes. That's what those Hildren thoughts will do to you, my guy.
Gotta cool himself down.
Cool himself down. Toe Phantom, it was between Daggoth or Trinity, since I asked gamers in chat which Warframe she'd see herself as, also because Daggoth's helmet has a horn, similar to Excal. That is very interesting. So that's what you was asking gamers for. Wow. Let me scroll up, and we have Mark C. Pinterest. That wouldn't go. Love the detail with the skull and bones shoulder pieces. Yeah, that is really, really well done. And the cat has now just jumped on the back of my shoulder. I knew this would happen. Shem. Oh, and the Heart of Deimos in the background. I never noticed. I was just focusing on the Warframes at the front. Oh my god. Yeah, the Heart of Deimos. That's incredibly thought out. Wow. Wow. Tower Phantom, thank you so much for this. That is... Yes, I purposely chose that capture scene. That is really, really well put together. And like... I don't know what else to say. It's just incredible. And like Cautionary Taylor said, it's very sweet and a really, really good capture. Thank you so much for putting this together. Right, okay, we're gonna thank you so much to Phantom for your submission. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, we hope to see more. And yeah, thank you so much for taking part in the Star Days Valentine's capture event, fan art event as well. The next person we have is the final submission for the Star Days stuff, so please welcome VGC. I'm going to let you start off with this one, Cautionary Tale. It's all yours.
I like that ghost fashion. And that pun I appreciate.
I was about to say you read the pun. There will never be a sound barrier between us. God,
Sometimes just want to go at the speed of light.
that is like that's like one of those cheesy pickup lines that is so cheesy, so bad that it works. That's what it is. I mean, if that is,
Especially with those gun fingers going.
yep.
I can see him like rocking up to you in the bar, be like, "Hey."
It's Gamer's Interest. It works for me. Gamer's Interest. Apparently, everything works for you. So, what
That's
doesn't?
just interest.
To Grendel from Gorse. Oh, I like it. I'm a versatile gal. Clearly. Should I be worried? Joking. Oh my god, this is so fitting. And the emote finger guns. Yep, Cautionary also picked up on that. I like the relevant lore. Love quotes, puns. Love quote puns, yes, that's it. Her name is accurate, she has interesting games. God damn it. So, Cautionary, if you want to... I don't know if you've said what you want to say about this, but I don't know if you're going to touch on Gorse's fashion. I know you said you like it. I don't know if you can break down anything that VGC may be using. I don't know if he's using... Is he using the Access shoulder pieces? I think he is, isn't he?
I don't actually have the Prime Access yet, so I'm not sure on the shoulder pieces, but that's the Prime skin over the... God, I can't remember what that skin's called. I use that one all the time. A Gatto, I think it is? A Ghetto, something like that?
Let me go and
I
get...
know that helmet anywhere.
Oh, yeah, he ain't even using... I didn't even realise VGC wasn't using the Gorse Prime helmet. Why did I even realise? I wonder if that's because he's got... The Gorse Prime helmet's quite wide. I don't know why, but I just look at it and I'm like... That reminds me like a ship, you know? I wonder if the Creus wouldn't fit, and I wonder if that's why he changed the helmet. Let me have a look. It possibly could be.
It might be also to do with the Signa not sitting properly over top of the ears.
That is what it is. I've literally just pinged it now. Like, yeah, that is exactly what it is. So when I just put the Creus Signa over Gorse's Prime or Gorse Prime helmet, it doesn't really sit at the back of the head. It kind of floats away. So I'm presuming VGC wanted to bring that a little bit closer, so he had to change the helmet, because if you bring it in like slightly to try and fit it at the back of the head, so the bottom of the Signa is in place, it kind of clips the helmet, and I think that's what it is. But I didn't even realise the Gorse there didn't have the Gorse Prime helmet. Shem says the Signa doesn't fit over the Prime head, it clips badly. Yeah. Arjun, not yet. Mulisud says, I wish we could modify its position a little better. Cautionary, you're a seasoned capture artist and fashion framer. What do you think that Signas could be improved on? Or some improvements for Signas?
My main thing is their positioning, because you can put them up and down, but you can't tilt them, and a lot of them don't sit nicely on the heads.
Yeah,
So I just wish you could tilt them.
I've seen a lot of people asking for size sliders as well. Do you think that'd help?
To a degree. Most of them do fit on top of the heads nicely. It's just the tilting I've found, because they'll sit on the back of the head, but not in a way that looks natural.
Right. Okay. So let me just do a raffle real quick. So if you could, not if you could, but one thing that we could possibly, as a community feedback 2D, would be please add a tilt slider. Do you reckon a tilt slider would be more beneficial than a size slider?
I would probably say so, because then you can adjust the height and then you can adjust the angle so it sits better on the head.
Yeah, that makes sense. VGC says, yes, it does have a strange placement. And Money says, and possibly a rotate slider. Yeah, but then if you rotate though, I think the only way that kind of would make sense is I don't think it would make sense. If you rotate the Signa, you kind of be rotating the Signa through the head, I think. So, I think what you mean, Moisud, is possibly like a tilt, what Cautionary was saying. Because I can't see a rotate like left to right working, but I would see a tilt up and down possibly working. And not just that, you could possibly make some of the Signas look like horns that way. So even if you don't want to tilt the Signa up, you could bring it down a little bit so it's facing outside the head. Do you know what I mean? Like it's kind of level. Because some of them look like horns already. For example, the Envine. You know, the Envine Signa kind of look like horns. So I think I'm on Cautionary's point with this. I think a tilt would be really, really good. But yeah, VGC, thank you so much for your submission. Greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. And of course, everything that you do in the community. Thank you so much for taking part in the Valentine's, aka Star Days, Capture fan art event, and the Warframe Alphabet as well. Greatly, greatly appreciated. So guys, this is it for Star Days. We have now completed that. We are now going into the normal community showcase. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 Warframe showcases. And we have, well, features, and we have one from Ubisoft as well. So we're going to start off with the Ubisoft one, and then we're going to ease back into Warframe. So please welcome to the community showcase one of my favourite Assassin's Creed artists, fan artists as well, Foxy Digital. And this one is Cassandra.
Ooh, that's very beautifully done.
I have been following this for quite a while. They've been posting stages, and this is very, very, very incredibly done. They've been posting the sketching stage. They've been even when they changed a little bit of the sketches, they've been updating the thread, and it's finally done now. I'm not entirely sure how long this has taken to do, but the level of detail here, it's almost game-like. You know, like as in it's taken from a game, it's ready to be rendered in a game or something. But at the same time, I don't think it is, because from the thread that I saw, I think this is like just digital drawing and stuff like that. I think it looks so good. Oh,
As somebody who has somebody who's drawn hair and fur before, I know how incredibly long that takes, even with the right brushes. It's a nightmare sometimes.
Yeah. Foxy, can you let us know how long this took? Like, this is your part of the showcase now. You can tell us as much as you want about this piece, how long it took, maybe how difficult it was. Fan art blows my mind all the time because obviously, you know, it's the same with Cautionary, but with people like making stuff like this, like that looks almost like it's taken from a game for me. I just can't even fathom, one, how to even do that, and second of all, like the amount of time that's even taken. Sam Messi says, nice before she gouged her eyes out, or did leave that off the games. Wait, what? I have no idea. Looks like Zach left. He probably did. It's fine. I think. Amazing, it's like a Fritzer or key packaging painting. Okay. I draw 1 week this one because I love this character and this universe. So, Cautionary, did you say that you had drawing experience and stuff?
Briefly, I don't do it much because I don't really have the time, but I do like to draw every now and then.
Alright, okay. So, because I'm trying to work out whether like 1 week for something like this is a long time in like the fan art world, or if it's, you know, it's not that much of a long time.
For something of this detail, it is quite quick, and it'll be more due to experience more than anything. Like when I did my one that I drew with fur and hair, that took me like a week just to do the hair alone.
Right, okay. I'm with you. Foxy says, and Southern Mythology is great. Yeah, so I don't know if you've had the pleasure of playing Odyssey, Cautionary?
No, I haven't played much of the Assassin's Creed games after the first few I played on the Xbox originally.
Right, okay. Yeah, so if you ever decide to pick up an Assassin's Creed title, I would 100% recommend starting with Odyssey. There is 3 in that series in terms of that new style of gameplay. It's more like RPG sort of thing. Origins, I didn't really get into, but the scenery, the environments are beautiful. Photo mode is just stunning. You can get some really good captures out of that. And then for me, even though I don't really play a lot of RPG games, Odyssey is. I think I found it more tolerable because I love that sort of history and stuff like that, like with like the Spartan Wars and stuff like that. Of course, you'll have a ship, and the armors and stuff is really good. So if you do, like I say, definitely start with maybe Odyssey, but it's a huge game. It is a very, very, very huge game, and if it's nothing like the Assassin's Creed before, just warning you. In terms of movement and stuff.
I played, was it Valhalla for a little bit? I just found them incredibly repetitive, which is funny considering I play Warframe.
You know what? I found that as well. Yeah. I had a debate with someone. Was like, "How can you just play the same game?" And I'm like, "Easy, just load it up. Like, I don't get bored." But yeah, I can sort of see what you're saying with Valhalla. But yeah, if there's like a free trial play or something like, I'd definitely recommend it. But I think that from playing the games, seeing this fan art from Foxy, I would have sworn if I didn't see the progress of this, I would have actually said, "Yo, this is like actual Ubisoft assets taken from like the design process, you know, of the character." But it's just very, very well done, very, very, very well done. I don't know if there's anything you want to add to that, Cautionary.
Just full appreciation for the artist for even doing it. It takes a lot of patience to draw like that.
Yeah, that's something that I can definitely agree on, because again, I don't draw, but if I did, I wouldn't even know. I don't think I'd even know where to start, or let alone get something as detailed as that. It looks really, really incredible. So Foxy, I want to say to you, I am a very huge admirer of your work. How in a drawing you've definitely brought life to a character. Again, even with stuff in the background, like the character there with the spear, and then you've got the eagle in the background. Showing the detail of the helmet, the Spartan helmet on the right. I think you've captured Cassandra very, very well. And as always, it's a blessing, and it lights up my day. Oh, I'm trying to say. When I see your work on my home feed, I want to thank you for allowing me to showcase and feature your work. And yeah, very excited to see what you're going to be doing next. So yeah, congratulations on your feature, and thank you so much for your submission. The next one that we have is in the Warframe section. So this one is basically normal Warframe capturers, so it's nothing to do with Stardust. So I'm sure we're gonna have some really good discussions. So let's start with Alamen 230 with a Warframe and Starfield crossover.
It's a beautiful edit.
Yeah, I think they captured the Starfield like feel really, really well.
Did they use Corvex as a ship?
I
It's
believe
very,
so.
very clever.
I
It's
believe
very
they did.
clever. I like that. Nice.
Nice composite. Alamen's in the stream, by the way. So, Alamen, if you want to tell us a little bit about this piece, please do. While we're commenting your piece, I think they've got Mag on the top left with a helmet, right?
Yeah, that's Max Ferrero helmet.
Yeah, I love that because that is very like space-like. To me, I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's like I'm on my railjack traveling through the void. The way it just swells around the helmet. And then we've got, I think, the drift there underneath. And who we got on the top right?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Can't zoom anymore.
So we have
Maybe Mesa?
maybe Mesa. Okay, I think Alaman's gonna make us guess. You say Mesa. Maybe Mesa. I was gonna say maybe Saren, but I don't think. No, I think I'd definitely go Mesa. Alan's MP161 says Protea. Welcome to.
Yeah,
stream,
that does
MP.
make more sense actually. Makes more sense if it's Protea. And then you've got the Necromech underneath.
Yeah, and then we've got the ship Corvette. It is so good. It is so good. Alan knocking it out the park, indeed. Let me just go up, and Alaman confirms it is Pro tier. Alaman says it was hard to do the Drifter. Looks like the human in the original poster. I haven't seen. Is there anything that I can pull off internet real quick? Starfield images. I really wish I had a reference image for this, but I don't think I can find one in time. Alaman, if you want to share the reference image on your thread, please do. And I definitely want to see that because. Oh wait, I think I found one. I think I have found it. Oh yeah, I found it. Let me save. Is it gonna let me save? I think it's gonna let me save. And then let me go on here. Let me go onto showcase images, browse, desktop. I'm just thinking out loud. I do apologise, guys. Done. So let me just do that. I'm gonna try and size this so you guys can see. There you go. There you go. So I don't know if this is the exact image, Alaman, but just let me know if it is, because again, I don't know if this is what you kind of got the reference of. Alien ship noise that keeps happening as your keys, possibly. It's probably the browser that I'm using. Brandon, welcome to the stream, by the way. Cautionary, you've gone very quiet.
Sorry, I'm actually currently doing a very pink X-scale fashion.
Alright, okay. So on screen we've got the reference. I think this is a reference pic. Alaman says yes it is, so that's the reference pic. And then if I quickly switch over to the Warframe crossover with Starfield, you can definitely see, well for me at least, I think it's safe to say that is definitely Warframe crossover with Starfield. So let me switch back. I think it looks really, really
Yes,
cool.
it's very nicely. It's very nicely done.
I think that is very, very nicely done, yeah. I think, Alaman, you've done... Medusa says, currently lurking without audio, looks great. Thank you, Medusa. Show fashion later. So Phantom says, show fashion later, so I might have to.
Oh, don't worry, there'll be pics.
There you go. There you go. So, Alaman, thank you so much for the tag in this. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And, yeah, everything, I think you've done a really, really good Warframe crossover with Starfield. Gamers Interest, it should be used to advertise a Warframe film. I think Warframe needs to do more anime stuff. I don't know. Surely I'm not the only one that thinks that. Surely not. Because I think they did the Steinax one really well. No? No one? Cautionary's even quiet? No? No one? Okay. I'm on my own. Okay, so let me go over to the next person. We have Atlantic. So this one, I believe, was a recommendation. Max, they really should. Yay, I'm not on my own. Or CG, like the new player EXP. I'm mostly concerned about it being well written, yeah. So this one was brought to my attention by Medusa Captures, so I want to say a huge thank you to Medusa. This was actually, I believe, over on Tumblr. I don't have Tumblr. And I believe the person that did this didn't have Twitter or Discord or anything like that. And yeah, the title is Feeling Guilty, Executioner.
It is beautiful. I love what it depicts. Because it is very much that story of her and Ballas. It's a snake. Double-headed snake.
It is a really, really, really good fan art piece. Yeah. I looked at this and it kind of reminded me of the old Metal Gear Solid like arts. You know, it's sort of like style. I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say. I can see if I can grab one and probably show a reference later in Discord. But I absolutely love the way that this is drawn and put together. And like you said, the way that it depicts Ballas and obviously Lotus and whatnot. And I think it's really, really well done. Gamers Interest, this is definitely thought provoking. Shem says, oh yeah, the creation of Lavos. Wait, is that actually the creation of Lavos?
Lavos' story was about the alchemist locked in the cell, and Lavos was his guard, if I remember correctly.
Alright, okay. Alan, Images Capture said it to Becky. Yep, indeed. Queen Pepper says, love it. And Medusa says, yes. I'm presuming that is Medusa responding to you, what you just said. Gamers Interest looks about depression. I can definitely see these vibes with that. Like if you're going through some stuff, because the Lotus story is definitely I think it's a heart-wrenching story at most, like without going too much into it for people that haven't got to that part yet, but I can definitely see the sadness and stuff in that. I don't know if there's anything...
Yeah, it's very true to her lore, especially with that relationship with Bellis and how it's basically a double-ended sword, in this case a double-ended snake, because he is a snake. As much as I love him, he is a snake.
You love Ballas, really? I don't know if I could really...
I love his voice actor, I'll put it this way. The lines that he has, I've used in my videos multiple times because I just love how he sounds.
Yeah.
He has that elegance with that underlying madness. Same reason I love Hannibal, the series.
Right. I definitely love the way that the voice actor portrays Ballas. I can definitely relate with that. Medusa Capture says, Lava served as a warden to the prison of Daboth Kra on Venus, containing an Archmedian named Javi, whose alchemy was feared by the Orokin, as they believed it would allow the lower caste to rise up against them. Shem says, but no hell too cruel for Ballas. And the voice actor is amazing. I definitely think the voice actor is amazing for Ballas. And that's it. Like, you gotta remember, like, the voice actors for like Warframe and stuff, like, you can't see them. Like, they are portraying that character. So when you think of something like that, like, to make us hate said character is all by the power of the voice. They're not physically acting a scene. It's all rendered and stuff like that, and done in like animation and whatnot. And it just shows how a very good voice actor can make you love or hate a particular character.
He was a very, very well written character.
Say that again, sorry. Cautionary.
He's a very well written character.
Yeah, definitely agree. I think Ballas is definitely one of my favourite characters, not because I like said character, just because how much malice he has, I think, and how much control he wants on the entire origin system. And this right here, you can see he's literally taking hold of the Lotus almost in like a controlling grip, starting with kind of like the head symbolizing maybe thoughts and whatnot. And like you said, with the
then you got the
snakes.
You got the snakes, and they're wrapped around her wrists if you can see it properly down the bottom.
Yes, yeah. I think this is really well put together. Brando says, Ballas is a villain, and I love that. Shem says, but this
100%.
picture is very powerful. It is very powerful. This is a first time feature as well, so I'm hoping that we get to see more of this person. So, again, those of you that are on Tumblr, their links will be supplied. So if you want to go and check them out, you can do on the YouTube catch-up episode. I just want to say a huge thank you to Medusa for bringing this to my attention, and again reaching out to them and asking if they're okay to be featured. And again, because I'm not on Tumblr, so it really helps out. Which reminds me, guys, if you see anybody's art that you think deserves to be shown, you can always reach out to me, and you know, if we have space and stuff, even not for this week or next week or whenever, we can definitely try and get them on the showcase. So if you want to do that and you're on Tumblr, you're more than welcome to reach out to me and then reach out to the person, so like Medusa did. And I just want to thank Medusa for that, because we'll not be able to feature this amazing piece, a very powerful piece, and I think it also depicts Lotus's struggle, and stuff like that. So yeah. The next person that we have, guys, is Cyber Mercy. This was quite kind of a long title, so Chroma checking his schedule for Dragon New Year.
My calendar is too full for this.
I love the fashion for the Chroma. Again, with the wings as well, I believe, from Stardays. I believe that's the Grimoire. Is that what you say it? Grimoire?
Yeah,
I love that book. I love that book.
I've already sunk many former into that book.
The book that is just never ending can take all your former.
Literally. It's a lot of fun to use though, especially when you use it with Wisp speed, because it increases the casting rate so much higher.
Yeah, and like Alan says, Dragon Wizard, I like it. Can you imagine Chroma as a wizard?
100%.
I don't know. I feel like if he had a staff, it would be a staff of fireballs, like from Skyrim.
Yeah, he's already got Fireball.
I suppose he does, yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Cuss. I'm gonna call you Cuss, right? I can't pronounce half the stuff, so there you go. But yeah, I like this. I think that I'm trying to work out what scene this is taken from. Can you work out the scene?
That is one of the new ones. I don't know if I have that one. I think I should. But that's definitely one of the new ones from the Sanctum.
I'm wondering if that is the same one with the head, where the head's in the room.
Oh no, it's from Deveri.
That's from Deveri?
Yeah, Cyber just in the it's in the thing.
I just know the name in Spanish. I love how everyone's just like talking about how I pronounce the book. Everyone's like, Becky just butchered the book's name. And Alaman's like, yeah, I just know the name in Spanish. This is it. I'm not even attempting to read it. Wait, this should be a Deveri scene, the floor pattern and a gold trim.
Yeah, it's got the Orokin feel to it. It's why I get them always confused.
I don't use Captura scenes often. Barry and I was in Captura today to do the new scenes, which you guys are about to see in the special guest section. But hey, like it's a good image. Cyber Mercy. I really love what you have done with Chroma. Made him into a wizard. Interesting wings though. I don't really see a lot of people using the Stardays wings on Chroma much. It's always the Halloween ones. Almost giving Chroma a new lease of life in like the good side, not the demonic dragon side, I guess. So yeah, I think you've done really well. So thank you for your submission. It's greatly appreciated, and thank you for everything you do in the community. You are very well appreciated, and thank you. The next person that we have is Digressive. The Mesa Grax. I love this skin. I'm going to say it before you have your say. Cautionary. This always reminds me of Deadshot. That's the helmet always reminds me of Deadshot.
It is very reminiscent of Deadshot, especially with the overlay, like, scope.
Yes. I saw this and I was like, I need that skin because I love Deadshot. Like, Deadshot is one of my favourite, I think, villains in DC. But the Mesa skin overall I think is really cool. And of course it's a Grax skin. I think the Grax skins are very well designed and put together for the numerous frames that have them. I don't have many Grax skins, but the ones that I do I think are just really well done. Do you have a favourite Grax skin? Cautionary?
I'm just trying to think now. because I have all of them. I did a whole series with forest colors with all of the Grax skins. Just trying to think which one I have the most. Probably the Saren one, because I still have that fashion.
The Saren.
It's a very
The Saren's one of your favourite?
probably, yeah. Especially the helmet for the Saren one. I love the helmet.
So we have, just saying, Grax are so good. One of the skins that I love, and it's not Grax, but I think it's on par with the Grax skins. It's that 110 gen, and it begins with M. I can never say it. Is it? Let me see if it's on. Let me see if it's on Mirage real quick. I can never pronounce it. I can never pronounce it. Mithra? I think it's Mithra, the 10 gen. Mithra, yes, MP161. Mithra. The Grax and the Mithra are my favourite like skins for the Warframes that have them. I really hope we get more Grax and Mithra skins as the game goes on. But I think Digressive's done a really good job with this, showing off the Grax Mesa. Again, I'm going to ask Cautionary, do you know what scene this is? I feel like I'm bullying you at this point, so if I do feel I had to say Vec, just stop.
I could almost guarantee that's the new one. God, what is it? Hang on, I'm in Capture right now. I should better look at the names.
The new scene in the Wasteland area. Gamers' Interest is a pop quiz.
Yes,
for
Fragmented Grove.
Fragmented
And it's called
Grove.
Fragmented Grove. Yeah, it's the one with Corvix.
Yes. Melicrow is saying Digressive has been going off with their Captura. I have seen a lot of work from Digressive recently, and I definitely agree. Not Grove, Gorge. So, Cuss says Gorge.
Gorge, yeah. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. I can't see my TV properly.
It's fine. Shem says, thank you, Cautionary. Never remember the names. Because I'm triggered. Reduce Captain's Vector asking Caution, but do you know Vec? No, I don't. I really don't.
That's alright. I still have like 30 odd things that I do not have that I still need to get.
I don't even know how many capture scenes I need to get. I've lost count. I've got loads. But yeah, I love this fashion of the colours. Does Mesa have... I don't think Mesa has a Void Shell yet, does she? Or does she? I can't remember if she does. A groove, a grove, a groven. What?
Groven.
She does. Okay, because I think having like a Void Shell, Mesa Void Shell, and then having that helmet, I think it would look really cool. I don't know. I'm just planning future fashions, guys. Ignore me. Digressive, thank you so much for your submissions. Thank you for everything that you do in the Warframe community, and of course, supporting everyone. And of course, as the chat have been saying, you've been going off. Thank you so much for posting your art and for others to enjoy. The next person we have, guys, is a submission from Eve Captura, and this one was on Twitter.
Oh, I love that one. I saw that on the Warframe stream. I think that was featured this morning.
Yeah, so Eve posted this and then went back and tagged me on it. It's like, can I put this for the showcase? Like, yeah. Like, look how good everything's so bright on this. It's just beautiful.
That right amount of bloom without being overbearing. It's lovely.
Yeah. Eve Spuds is here. My girl. Hey, welcome to the stream. The contrast is so perfect. Gamer's Interest. Oh my god, wow. Kinda reminds me of that picture of Audrey Hepburn. Toe Phantom. Also, Riken's Ash was featured on Primetime. Queen Purple, love this piece. I love this piece. I just love all the colours. I just love the glow of the Creus Signa. I just think that is very incredible. The pose as well with the kunai. It's beautiful. It's gonna sound really cheesy, but beautifully deadly. If that is even a sentence. Trinity.
She looks like she's about to stab you and then pray for your soul.
Wait, that's one way of putting it. That's one hell of a way of putting it. They're about to stab you and then pray for your soul. I mean, okay. Oh, what if there's a Necros off camera? So she'll stab you and Necros will claim your soul.
That'll work too, as long as you drop extra loot.
Eve says she's also flipping you off. Oh, great. Yeah. Oh, wait, yeah. I can see the finger. I didn't even realize. I was looking at the big lengthy knife. That's what I was looking at.
She's classy.
She's right.
She's been classy about it.
Yeah. One thing that I really not had issue with. It sounds so bad when you say this. I wish we had a little bit more Trinity skins, because the ones that we have, I think this is the default one. Let me have a look. It's the Striga skin.
It's like one of the first deluxes they released. I miss deluxes being simplified like this, because they're so much more beautiful, because there's less to look at and there's less to try and process. So it makes them so much more elegant.
Do you know one thing that I really wish? I wish that certain parts of the skins wasn't tethered to a primary, secondary, territory, and accent. I wish you could actually hover your cursor over a certain thing that was maybe attached to certain parts. So, for example, on that same skin, you might want to do the thrills a different color. And sometimes for me, when I try and fashion a skin, I just wish that some of the stuff that was grouped in that sort of category wasn't grouped in that category, but maybe grouped in another one. I don't know if you've ever thought that.
Yeah, with this skin especially, with how it's designed, where the face color sits is also in the skirt, and I wish you could switch them, because sometimes the colors don't quite sit properly, and it drives me insane.
Yeah, I think the fashion on this is very, very well done. So well done, Eve, for putting this together. For me, this is one of the skins that I found very difficult to fashion. So if we have any Warframe gameplay after this, I'll show you my Trinity. I've just put everything black. I found this skin very difficult to fashion, but I think Eve's done really, really well with this. Cautionary's thinking, Vec, like, you're a noob at fashion. But
oh, no. I'm looking at my Trinity right now that I've got in this fashion.
It's an old skin. Does anyone know when this was released? Because I think this might have been released in the time of, like, the raid times. Because I know this is an old skin.
Yeah, it was one of the first deluxe skins they released, so it's quite old.
Yeah. Eve says that skin is almost impossible to do fashions for. I'm glad that the person that created this has agreed. That is difficult to do fashions for. I found that
yeah, you've got to go very almost one color with it for it to look nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why my primary, secondary, territory, and accents are pretty much the same color.
Well, mine is currently like a light blue and white. But that's the only two colors that I've really got on her apart from gold.
Yeah, so Eve says, and the clipping on that skirt is horrendous, and MP161 says, I only do one with that skin, so I'm presuming, like, one set of colours. Medusa Cap says, according to the wiki, January 22nd, 2016. So, yeah, when did the raids stop? When did the raids get taken out of the game? Oh, you mean one fashion, NP? Alright, okay. With the Nitus helmet, let's have a look at the helmet, because I'm also on Warframe at the same time. Let's have a look. Oh, right, okay, I can see why you've gone with that. I think that looks really, that would look really, really cool with that skin. I can see why.
I have done fashion with that combo before, and I had her white and like fluorescent green with that helmet, and it looked really cool.
So
I also use the Ankara helmet.
Let me have a look at that one.
That's how you say it, because that one's really nice.
Yes, yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. I don't know how to say that, but yeah, I love the earrings on that helmet though. The earrings look really cool. But yeah, Eve, I want to thank you for your submission. I absolutely love this piece. It's, as the more experienced artists have said, like the balance of like bloom and contrast has just completely elevated this image. I love the fashion, I love the pose, and as you said, oh yeah, Trinity's also flipping you off. I didn't really realise because I was looking at the kunai. I love that you're using the Creus signet as well, and I love the colours you've chosen for them, for that. And I don't know what the hell my cat is doing. So yeah, thank you so much for your submission, and I hope we get to see more of your work in the future. So the next person that we have is Ferris Demon. Rubica Fever Dream Skin. I wish Zach was here, because I'd be like, alright, Zach, when can we make this happen? Like, look how cool this
I
looks.
feel like this is something you'd find in Cyberpunk.
But it's also giving me Ventkid vibes, like with the way that they do their boards.
Yes, very much so.
Right? Like, it's almost as if, right, the Warframe has put down their Rubico in like, and they was like, okay, I'm going to take part in this like K-Drive competition. They've come back, and the Vent Kids have just done an entire graffiti like tag on the wall, and they didn't stop there. They're kind of like, okay, let's see what we can do with this. And that beautiful Pram Rubico is now completely spray painted black with like graffiti all over it, and it looks so cool. So Shem says we need that skin. Cautionary, I'm gonna ask you, do you think we need that skin?
It's very similar to the Day of the Dead skin, so I think they would go very well. Mixed with, like, what's her name? Tiny Tina from Borderlands.
I have not played Borderlands, so I do not get that
Oh,
reference.
they're such good games. They're so much fun.
You're not the first person that said that to me, so I might have to actually try it at some point. Without going away from Ferris Demon's feature too much, though, would you recommend Borderlands?
100%. That's so
Ma-
much fun.
I think Maxie agrees and said, hell yeah, Tiny Tina. Exclamation point, exclamation point. I just want this skin. I love the tags all over the Rubico. I love how it kind of blends into the wall as well. Like, Ferris Demon is just on another level. Like, I don't even know how the hell they even do something like this.
I wish I had their skills with Photoshop, man.
I
could do so much cool stuff.
So Medusa Capture says, Tiny Tina, Operator and Drifter, plus this gun.
Oh my god, yes.
Right?
Or the... What's her name? The, it's from the Edge Runners series. The little girl with a giant shotgun. She gives me that vibes. I can't remember what her name is.
Someone
Rebecca,
says
that's it.
Rebecca, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get these references, so if you want to tag me in Discord and show me some references in the Gaming Hub, I'm more than happy to have a look. But I'm just looking at this from a Warframe standpoint, and it's so good to hear you guys, obviously Cautionary as well, saying it kind of reminds me like of something out of this game or this game, like, you know, and pulling references to it. So I'm wondering then if Ferris Demon also pulled inspiration from those sources, because it seems that this is what you guys also are kind of getting from this image. Cries Rebecca was done dirty, rage.
She was done so dirty, to be fair. There was the spin-off series from Cyberpunk.
Oh, right, okay.
But she was done so dirty. Everybody in that series was done dirty, to be fair. It was very well done, though.
I've just realised with Cyberpunk there is no happy ending, so I've just give up.
No, there really isn't.
There is no happy ending. If you haven't played Cyberpunk before and you think there's a happy ending and you want to get it because you think there's a happy ending, which I don't think
No.
anyone would like, I'm gonna get this game because it looks like a happy game, right? But if you have the thoughts of, well, you know, I play this person, so there's nothing but a good ending. Like, there is no good ending, so don't get your hopes up like I did and get them crushed. So, there you go. There are no happy endings in Night City. They said that at the start. That's true. That's true. The ending music. But yeah, Ferris.
Oh, music in Cyberpunk was spot on.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I've put a lot of hours in Cyberpunk. It's weird because it isn't a game I usually go for, and when it was in sale, I was like, I've heard so much bad reviews about it, and obviously it got took off the stores because there's bugs and stuff. And then I tried it. I was like, my god, this is actually really good. But to be fair, I can see this also being in Cyberpunk. This weapon, like the skin, at least. I think it can literally fit, as you guys were saying, in numerous different franchises, and it would fit well. And again, I don't know if you agree with this, Cautionary, but if you was to show this image to somebody, right, who've never really seen maybe Warframe or I've played Warframe, I reckon that they wouldn't know it was from Warframe. Like, I know that some people are like, yeah, that's Rubico, but I don't know. I don't know what you think on that, but I just think it's a really good skin. We need it. We need it. Cautionary, are you there?
Oh, sorry.
What are you doing?
Capture.
Stop doing Captura. Alright, guys. So, Ferris Demon, thank you so much for your submission.
I played with Nyx, okay?
Alright, okay, that makes it better. Don't forget, we're at your segment. We've got, after this one that's coming up next, we've got 1, 2, 3, there's 4 left. So, it'll probably take us up to just around about 5:15, half 5, I reckon. And to be fair, with all the features we've had, I thought it was going to be a lot longer than what we've been, but yeah, I don't even know how this much has not even taken as long. So please welcome to the Community Showcase, the Maxi, the one. Stop doing Captura. Never! Damn you, Medusa.
Medusa knows how prolific I am. She's done collabs with me that have lasted quite a while.
Okay, so I'm going to try... Because this was done for... Let me just
Oh,
type
I
this in.
love that collabero.
Right, okay, so let me scroll down really quick. And I know Max is in stream, so I'm sure Max is going to say who this is for, but I want to go down to the actual post. Okay, so Captura number 41. Warframe is Kuleva. And this one is called Sentient Kuleva, a gift for Dastler Creations. This one is long overdue, but I finally got the scene I wanted. I can definitely feel the sentient vibes. I love how you've coloured Kuleva, and I love the red accents. I think the red accents that you've done on this is very, very well done.
Especially with how it blends into the background, it gives a real, like, menacing vibe.
Yeah.
But also like a muscular vibe almost, especially in between the shoulders.
Yeah, that's what I love as well. I love how the reds just blend, but at the same time pop out, because when your eyes scan the image, some reds are easy to see, and others you kind of come across as you're scanning. I love the shoulder pieces. It almost gives me the way that those shoulder pieces are put together. It almost gives me what's that one game called? Crisis feels. You know, I don't know if you played Crisis, the nano suit.
I have not.
The shoulders kind of remind me of the suit. The way that the black lines are kind of like padded together and the reds kind of meet, and there's kind of like a black line in between. Almost like nanotech, I guess. But yeah, I do love the red accents. Usually, in terms of collabos, I've seen people do like the Prime version or their Prime version of it, like with the gold accents, the angelic whites, the blues. But what I really love about this is the Archon shard just peeking out of the chest. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, it's it reminds me of something, but I can't remember what it is right now. The gems in the chest. Steven Universe?
Wait, say that again?
And they have the gem. Steven Universe. It's a show, but they have like gems embedded in parts of their body and stuff. It reminds me a little bit of that.
Alright, okay. I have never seen that. I feel like everything you guys have been talking about up to now and you Cautionary, like I ain't seen that, I ain't played that. Like I kid you not, I feel like I live under Patrick Starr's rock. I really do. But yeah, I mean, there's hidden little details in this, which, you know, when you find them, you kind of want to kind of look for more. And again, I didn't even realize the Arcane Shards can come out of your chest. I thought it was in the back of your Warframe. You're getting old, Vec. Yeah, Alan, man, I'm getting old. Thank you for reminding me. Vec's watch list is growing. I feel like every community showcase, I'm adding more to my watch list or playlist. So yeah. How long did this take you to do, Maxi? And what was your response from Dasta? Because I'd have loved something like this. I'm sure Dasta was over the moon. Maxi says, Steven Universe, I haven't watched the show in a long time. Medusa Capture's back in my day. Here we go. Targeting Vec happens. You know, Cautionary's also here as well, guys, right? You know, you can shift some of the target over to her, right?
Not here.
I figured. I'm joking. Marxie says, Dasta really loved it. I think I can see in the response, because I believe Dasta retweeted or quote tweeted and said, Sentient Clever, I love it so much. And loads of heart emojis. I think it's a really, really good piece. And to highlight what Cautionary said, with the reds blending in, the accents of the reds blending in with the background. And then, you know, like, definitely adds that sentient vibe. I think you're doing really, really well. Caution is innocent. Why is everyone sticking up for Cautionary? Like, what? Why? Medusa Captures, you sent Kai after me. Nah, listen, Medusa. No, I didn't. Kai is his own Nidus, alright? What he does with Nidus, right? No one's safe. Sad Mercy says there's Hex and Bane Shards. One make 5 down your back and one poke out your chest. I don't think I've ever used one that pokes out your chest. Ninja, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the community. Really, really appreciate it. But yeah, I think it's a really, really good piece. Is there anything that you want to add to that, Cautionary?
No, I just love it. It's beautifully done, especially those red accents do look like muscle connections through the body. And I love how the red in the helmet just matches the background perfectly. It gives a real menacing vibe. It's great.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Marxie says, this took me a very long time because I wanted to get a nice sentient light background. What scene did you use, Maxie? If you don't mind me asking. And Maxie says, I wanted to make it really nice for Dasta. Aww. Kai Puck says, I don't know. I don't remember you screaming, Kai, Medusa is pink. What? That made you decide to screenshot it?
I feel like that scene is the Grenham Void scene. Just from the floating rocks.
Yeah, but is there red stuff in the background of the Grenham Void?
Yes, there's red and like telly green.
I need to do more capture. Cuz says, I think so too. Grenham is orange. MP says Grenham is orange. Yes, there is Vec. Okay.
Yeah, if you use filters though, if you put the contrast filter or the cross process filter on it and shift the slider back, you can get some really cool colours out of it, including that nice red.
There you go. Tip of the day. So I think you've definitely nailed what you set out to do in your own brief there, Maxie. I think you've done really, really, really well. Eve says that Culeva is criminally handsome. Aww, that's so cute. So yeah, thank you so much for your submission. I'm glad that Dasta Creations loves it. And yeah, you should be very, very pleased with what you've done. An amazing, amazing image. So Maxie said, nope, it's a Murex. Hold up. Nope, it's a Murex scene that Cal fought the wolf in the Veil Breaker mission.
Murex scene.
Interesting. MP,
Veilbreaker Murex.
NP was like Forza.
I haven't explored that scene much. I've got it, but I haven't used it much. So there's quite a few scenes you can get that cool background with.
Thank you, Kai, for the resub. Thank you so much. 22 months already, damn. So there you go. It wasn't the Granum Void. This is what I love about like Captura and stuff. Like, there's been a couple of times where people have thought it was a particular scene, but it turned out the complete opposite. Like, it was something completely different. And then when you've said, when you slide the slider either all the way left or right, you can get different colours for like the energy. Like, I think that is... I never thought about doing that, but again, I don't do Captura, but now that you think of it, it does make sense. And it's good.
Especially in... It's one of my favourite things to do in the Orvalis scene, because you can get some absolutely gorgeous colours in the sky using the cross process filter and the contrast filter.
Right, okay. And that's literally just moving the slider.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. Move your slider. Just not too often, because we're not going there. I don't know what I'm even doing at this point. Feck, behave.
Slide
Feck,
on
behave.
in.
Behave, Feck. Okay, so Maxie, thank you so much for your submission. Oh my god. Really do love it. I'm sure, as I've seen and said, Dasta loves it, so you've definitely done what you set out to do. And yeah, it surprised us with not being a particular scene, but another scene. So you've even fooled some people that isn't me. So I feel a little bit better. But yeah, thank you for taking part in the showcase and everything that you do in the community. Thank you so much. So next person that we have is in chat. Please welcome MP161. Go Power Rangers! Look how cool this looks! Excaliburs, so you know I love it. Look at this. Look at this. It looks so
So
cool.
many Excals.
Yeah, but look, the Power Ranger colours. Look so good. Look so good. This is perfect. I want to be the red one. I'm just in a race.
I never watched Power Rangers as a kid.
I mean, I haven't watched a lot of it when I was a kid, but I've seen some of it. I just love how it's very over the top at times. Go Excalibur Ranger, go. Oh my. NP, how long does this take you to do if you're still in stream? I reckon about an hour. I watch Super Sentai instead, the original Japanese version. Oh, okay. According to the VOD, 2 hours 30 minutes. Holy hell! So you stream this? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna check something. We're gonna see how closely NP nailed this, right? I'm sure you guys have seen Power Rangers, but if in case you haven't. If you can hear my typing on my keyboard, I do apologise. It's my, it's the browser I'm using. So I do apologise. Very... Alright, okay. I doubt this is it, but this looks, this looks really, really cool. I'm gonna go with this one. What has someone said?
Alan Man.
Excalibur
Rangers, the power of toes.
Of course.
Only toes.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can put this on top. Nearly, very nearly matching the colours that are already lined up on this Captura, which is super cool. Look at this. Look at this. I don't know if this is the new one, whatever. But to give you guys an idea, this is, I believe this is Power Rangers, that's what Google said, so I'm presuming it is. And there you go. Like,
Very spot on with the colours.
right? Gotta go work, have a good stream. There is Miller Price, greatly appreciated, thank you so much. Sam Messer, you love how each pose is unique. I did not even notice that. I love how the poses kind of reflect individual personalities, I guess. I think that does look really cool. I love the glow on this. I don't know what your capture artists do to make the lighting glow like this so well. But for me, it just elevates the image. For me, I cheat. What do you mean, MP? What do you mean?
Touch of editing with lighting.
Ah.
So you use like a brush just to spray paint a little bit to show lighting reflecting.
Ah. So, I feel a little bit about myself because I've tried to do like a really glowy image numerous times. I'm like, how the hell am I not getting it like everyone else gets it? But regardless, like this is still takes, I believe it still takes skill to even do an image like this. And I think it captures both the Power Ranger franchise and the Warframe franchise perfectly. Who knew the Excalibur Void Shell skin would be such a perfect Power Ranger like skin as well, you know? Hey, I don't know.
People do some crazy stuff with those wood shell skins, man.
I need to start looking at seeing what people can do with their Void Shell skins, to be honest. MP says, I did 1 year and a half ago with the last Power Ranger pick I did. MP, if you still got that, are you okay to like either tag me on your social if you can find it, or just send me it, because I'd love to see it, because I really do love this piece. I really do love this. Like, I'm not like a super fan of like Power Rangers stuff. I have seen it when I was a kid, but it's instantly recognizable what this is. So, really, really good job. Is there anything you want to add, Cautionary? I quoted retweeting the Twitter post for this one. I'll have a look.
It is very well done. I love the colours with it. And the lighting that they've done on it's really nice with the reflection, especially that touch of blue on the edge of the pink.
Yes, almost like the one shade of blue going kind of like purpley pink and then going into pink. It looks really well done. Yeah. This is what I like. You know, it's a really good experience for me having you as a guest because as a seasoned capture artist, you're really helping me out, Cautionary. You're really helping me out with the scenes and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I've noticed this. And I was like, I didn't even pay attention to that. I've said this numerous times. You capture artists have such an incredible eye for detail. You notice the minute things. I'm taking your image as a whole. I'm blown back by it. Like, and I'm just trying to take it piece by piece. And like, numerous times now, you've kind of just gone straight for the little details, which I've seen time and time before with people that watch the community showcases and they do the same thing that do Captura. Touchdown and goal. Sad Mercy agrees. So MP, thank you so much for your submission. Thank you so much for getting involved in community showcases and everything that you do in the Warframe community is greatly appreciated, and thank you so much. Next person is Autofire, and this one is called Velocity.
I like that.
Like, Autofire's been posting a lot lately. I mean, I know she normally posts, but like, I don't know. She's just she's on fire at the minute. Like, I'm really loving the new direction which Autofire is going in. Yeah, I'm just speechless with this. I love the fashion, foremost. And I think you mentioned the background.
Yeah, it's really nicely done. I love the Avia Prime shoulder plates being used. Because they fit him, like, that streamlined look really well.
Yeah, and again, the fashion. It's an unusual fashion. I haven't really seen many gosses fashioned in this sort of like maybe color combo.
Teal is always a win for me, 100%. I love my teal.
Okay. I might have to add that question. I might have to add that question. Not actually, I'm gonna ask that question in the Q's and A's. Okay, so as a season capture artisan, Cautionary, what do you take away from this image? What stands out for you?
It's very, like, the contrast is really nicely placed with the color scheme. So you see all the detail, but you have that almost poster feel to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it fits really nicely. And of course, it's got to go fast.
So what are we saying? Teal adds 10% speed. That's it.
Always,
Oh,
always.
there we go. But do you know what sign Dana is wearing? Reckon that's a sign Dana?
It's possibly the one that he came out with. If I look at side up. Is it Ultra?
The Ultra? So not the Prime,
I
but
think so.
is it the normal?
No, not the Prime one. The normal one, because it fits. It was designed for him, so it fits on his back, and it's got that long tail with that gold edge to it. So I'm going to say it's the Ultra.
Okay. Does anyone agree? Does anyone agree with Cautionary that the sign Dana is? I've completely forgot what it's called. My mind's gone.
Ultra.
Ultra. There we go. Ultra. I'm trying to work out if, other than the shoulder pieces, I don't think he's got any chest pieces on. I don't think he has.
Not that I can see.
So the shoulder pieces. Do you know what those are off the top of your head?
Avia Prime.
Wow. Wow.
I use them a lot.
There you go then. So chat has agreed. So Shem says yes. Element said yes, it's the Ultra. Toe Phantom says yes, it is. The Prime one has lots of primed trim on the detail. Shem says it's a normal Ultra Sign Dana. And yeah, so there you go. I'm presuming this is edited then, because I can't think off the top of my head what that wall is from. Unless you may know a scene that has a wall like this. It's almost corpus-like, that's why it's throwing me off.
See, I'm almost thinking it might be something from Orb Velis. But it looks like it's had a filter placed over top of it that's made it more rustic looking.
Okay. Okay, so somewhere in obviously the Fortuna area or Valis, it's throwing me off because I really want to find that plate. If that is a wall that's in Warframe, it's bugging me because I don't recall seeing any walls that's like this. And as like a learning dojo decorator, I'm just thinking I need that wall in my dojo. That's all I'm thinking. I want that wall. I want that Europa maybe. Toe Phantom says, yeah, it could be your Valis. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go and explore. If you guys think it is Orb Valis, I'm gonna have to go and check. So yeah, Autofire, thank you so much for your submissions. I know you've submitted quite a bit over the last couple of weeks, and like I said, I'm really loving the direction in which you're going with Captura. Please keep it up, I know you will. And yeah, love your fashion. We've got a really good response from the chat and Cost Retail as well, so keep it up. Very, very well done. The next person that we have, guys, I don't know if they're still in chat, but I hope that they are. Please welcome Rykens with A is for Ash. So,
yeah, this one got featured on the DE stream as well.
Yeah, so it was the one
and
without
they
text.
loved it.
It was the one without text. I believe it was. So.
No, I think I had the text in the DE one.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, I think so.
So there's a little bit of context about the Warframe Alphabet Challenge. If you guys want to see that, that's in the Discord server, in the Warframe Alphabet section. And I want to thank Rykens because no matter how busy Rykens is, if I have an idea and I want to do something, it's like, alright, okay, let's try and make it work and that. And I can't believe how quickly this was done because I think I got in touch with Rykens, I think on the Friday, and I think it was a Friday, Thursday, Friday. I got this, I think, on the Saturday. Raikens really couldn't wait for me to post this. He was like, I'm really happy with the way this turned out. The details that I love about this is obviously where Ash is wearing that one deluxe skin that you can either make him look like a Ninja Turtle or Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell. We've got the blood detailing on the right hand side with the Ash clone stabbing the one enemy there. We've got the mower walker thing at the back of Ash about to shoot, but then the clone is sneaking upon it. And of course we have at the bottom left of the screen, we have a green neon kunai buried deep inside the corpus there. It is very, very, very mind-blowing. And I'm going to check something real quick. This is my favourite part, right? Here it goes. The before and after slider. So Raikens, while I do this, if you want to let chat know roughly how long this took you, how many capturas there are in this piece, the chat is all yours. Cautionary, why I mess around with the slider. If there's anything you want to talk about this, please feel free. I'm going to mess around with the slider now.
Yeah, I love the angles used because it gives that menacing feel to it. And especially, like, the amount of detail they put into the edits is insane.
I just
Especially adding in the tails.
Yep. Yep. It's almost, I know when I say this, with the slider, like, you see these here and you think, oh, I wonder if that is actually there. But then when you slide it, there's nothing there at all. These are put together so well. They really are. I can just play around with sliders.
Oh, it's insane talent.
So, sorry?
It's the insane talent. It's insane talent they have.
I don't even know how long it took. Raikens, how long did this take you to do? Oh, this took around a day with 30 captures and other effects. A day? So dark, you sure you're not from DC Universe? Oh, oh boy. Oh boy. Damn.
Throwing the shade.
The shade. So Cautionary, what do you take from this piece? What bits do you like out of this?
I love the atmospheric effect with it's got that chaos and yet in complete control effect.
Mm-hmm.
It's very, very well put together, like all of their stuff is.
What do you think to the style of the lettering?
I like it, especially when it's got that almost the half translucent feel, so you can see the blood behind it too.
Almost magnifying it, I think. Well, for me, when I look at the image, I know the slider isn't got any text on, but when I look at this, it looks almost as if the letters kind of like magnify, I guess, or again remove some of the like kind of like light shining through. So, for example, if you look where the A is for Ash, the big A, it's kind of removing some of the atmospheres behind there, and it just looks like clear grating, you know, of the floor. And then on the H, you can see the blood a little bit more clearly. And I think that adds with the text, almost like it's like glass, I guess.
Yeah, it's got a real nice effect.
Raikens, I have. Oh no, I'm going to sound like I'm far away. 1 second. I'll do this raffle. I don't know how you think of these. I don't even know how you even plan the process to do the capturers in order to put all the capturers together. But I just want to thank you for taking part in the alphabet challenge and just doing everything you do for the Warframe community. I just say this every time, but my god, my guy, he's so talented. I just wouldn't even know where to start with something like this. And to have 30 capturers all into one, I can definitely see why it takes like a day. Riken said, this is a form of digital art called photo manipulation, where I take pictures and edit them together in a composition. Wait, where's that comment gone? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, you have my respect, Rikens. So there you go. And thank you for everything you do in the community. Thank you for being an amazing VIP. And again, any projects that I want to try is getting involved on and in, like straight away, saying yeah, sure. You've really, really helped me out with the first letter of the Warframe alphabet. So thank you so much, my guy. We're on to the final showcase piece before we're going into Q's and A's. Please welcome Valinator. Any Dead Space fans? Anyone? No?
I've never played Dead Space. I wanted to watch the movies they made though.
Wait, they made movies?
Yeah, little animated movies.
I'm gonna have to check them out. So, for those of you that may not know what this is inspired by Dead Space. Now, I have streamed Dead Space. I'm gonna try and not. You're gonna have to listen to this. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm gonna try and get an image that is very similar, at least very similar to the one you've got. Let me save this. I think it's ingenious what Valna has done with this, because I think at the core of this image, like, I feel like they've definitely captured it so very well. Can I actually line this up side by side? Is it gonna let me? I can. I can. So there you go. Even captured the pose. This is so close to the OG. I'll try and make the image a little bit. It's gonna be stretched, but there we go. This captures the atmosphere perfectly. I love the armor pieces. So, Cautionary, I'm gonna ask you a question. On the left hand side, on Valinator's Captura, what chest piece is that? Do you know?
That is. Give me a moment, I can tell you. I know what it is. Can't remember what it's called. That is Arca. So it's part of the Arca series.
Okay, so Corpus-like, right? I believe. Arca-like?
Yes, very much so.
Right. So look at the chest piece on the Dead Space, and look at the glow. They've almost matched the colours, as well as the chest piece.
Yes, it is very well done. I wish the difference could glow like that normally. It'd be so cool.
What I love about this as well is they've got the PS5 heading. Boo! No.
Hey.
I'm joking.
Talking to somebody who's on the PS5.
It's alright. No console wars here, right? We've got a truce just for the showcase. We've got the aging at the bottom left. We've got DE bottom center. And I love the fact that even on the Excalibur, right, both the character on the Dead Space poster and the Excalibur are looking to the left, almost mimicking. Well, the Dead Frame poster almost mimicking the Dead Space one. And the shoulder pieces, those are some of my favourite shoulder pieces. And although it's not, my cat is literally destroying my stream room. It started again. The shoulder piece is not clearly identical, because again it's Warframe shoulder pieces, not Dead Space, but nearly, very nearly. You got like the over, like the laying on top of each other kind of effect. I can't remember the actual wording for that. And it's the same with the shoulder pieces on the Warframe. I think it's a very good piece. I can hear the cat from here. The cat is just doing my head in. I love the helmet though. What skin is...
I love. That's the Corpus skin. I actually love those skins. I wish we had more of them. But that that's the Corpus skin and helmet. It's one of my favourite Excalibur helmets.
Let me see. It is Yeah, the Corpora. The Corpora. Yeah. It's. Yeah, I think. I think this is a really, really good, image. And again, like a crossover, a Warframe, and I think Valinator must like the Dead Space series to then try and replicate it in Warframe. I don't know if any of you guys have done like your own crossover captures in Warframe. If you have, please let us know in the chat. Or let us know what crossover you'd like to see capture artists produce. We can see if we can make that happen. But
I did make a Valkyria into a Charizard once.
oh,
I'll have to find that picture again.
found it. I might be able to show it in our Q's and A's.
Oh god, that requires me going back on Facebook.
So we've had
Okay.
Medusa captures. I was about to type Valkyria Charizard. Sad Mercy Invested Evil. Oh. Money says, I will definitely try to make my favourite game. Let's go. Tell Phantom, I tried evolving Dead Space fashion, but I haven't made a capture for it. Please do, Phantom, please do. Game is interesting. Well, we had a Batman and Assassin's Creed fashion framed Ash. We did. Just the captures. I did cosplays, Attack on Titan, etc. Oh, Sad Mercy, Silent Hill. Guys, like, there you go. If you've got those capturas, please post them in the Discord in the Warframe section for capturas. And if it's fan art, please put it in fan art. I'd like to see them. Tag me if you want. I will respond and I will check them out. And if you haven't done any of the capturas in crossover yet, please do. Please do. Because I want to see that. I want to see what you love playing other than Warframe and seeing if you can bring that universe into Warframe with a captura crossover. Infested Monsters crossover with Resident Evil. That's interesting. Dark Space. Let me have a look. You're gone quiet again, so, Cautionary. You on?
Oh, I
you
was
looking for it?
scrolling through Facebook trying to find it. I also found the lobster primes that I did from Trinity and Chroma.
Oh,
I
Medusa
turned them
said,
into lobsters.
"I'd save them. Show me." Medusa said, "I sent the Charizard to Caution's Discord DM."
I will have a look in a second. I think I've already got it on my Instagram, which is going to be annoying.
But yeah, when I saw this from Valinator, this was Valinator's introductory piece in the Discord server for the community showcase, and then straight away it was like, this is brilliant. Like we've seen like Spyro, like Warframe adaptations with Chroma and such. And when I saw this, I was like, wow! Like you've done the PS5 like logo, you've almost mimicked very, very closely the text. And even the fan details, and even the weapon. Like, the weapon that Valinator's chosen to use on the X-Gal, I know it's a Warframe weapon, but for me, it wouldn't look out of place in Dead Space, to be honest. I think it looks super cool. Cybermess says, Fortuna Fantasy 7. Yo, Cybermess, make it happen. Tori, I recently saw some Spyro. Yes, we did. Tell Phantom, I can relate to Cautionary getting quiet when we're immersed and stuff. I'm very cautious. I think that the Discord calls drop, so I want to make sure that Cautionary is still here. That's why Cautionary, you're still there. Like, I want to make sure Cautionary is still here. It just captures. There was a lot of.
I am still there.
There was a lot of crossover entries when I did my You Inspire Me challenge, including a Spider-Man Excalibur. Gamers interested, this art has literally inspired lots of chat about crossover kind of things. Indeed. Shem the Confatrix. Max Trap, just pop in to say hi before I sleep. Have a good one, y'all. No worries, thank you so much for stopping by briefly. Thank you so much, Max Trap. Have a good sleep. But yeah, I think this is super cool. So again, I want to thank Valinator for submitting this. I think you've definitely nailed the Warframe Dead Space crossover. I haven't got that Excal skin, but just based on this, I want to get it. I want to treat myself to it. Also, Smurf Revenant. Excuse me. What?
I found it.
You found it? All right, send it to me. I'll
I
save
found
it.
the picture I wanted.
Let's go. Save it. Send it to me in DM, and we'll put it up in the queues and A's and stuff. Okay, so we're now going, guys, over to. For those of you that haven't seen the Nidus News, we are going to be going and reviewing the Nidus News before we're going to Q's and A's. For those of you that have got any questions you'd like to ask Cautionary Tale, again, please be respectful. We will be going into our special guests' Q's and A's. And again, for those of you that may have missed the Nidus News, we're going to replay it. I'm just get all my things collected while it's playing. And yeah, we shall see you in a couple of minutes. So please enjoy Nidus News.
My pupil, the next summit awaits. Are you ready to make the climb?
We await your sacrifice. I beg you not to give in to it. We're all trusting in you.
Do what you can, Tenno, to help us.
We must raise more capital to pursue our goals.
You would make an excellent cephalon.
You will be tempted to look for familiars of the angel.
You're a hero for these people. And to me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the news. Before we begin, I'd like to apologize for not being here last week. I was a bit busy, saving wildlife. Yep, that's what I was doing. No need to look into it. Now, in today's news, the so-called wizard Dante will arrive soon to challenge my wizardry. Coming with the Dante's Inferno update, he's a new frame with the ability to cast spells and has his own personal spell book, which isn't that impressive. I've got a spell book too. From what was shown, he will be the first male frame with a floating walking animation, which to be fair is pretty cool. The update should arrive sometime next month. Then we will see who the greatest wizard will be. In other news, Vector advocates eating zombies, claiming that in a survival situation, you'll eat anything to survive, which to start out with. Now, I'll starve. And second, you're basically eating people, which is already messed up. But add on the fact that they are rotting, moldy, and likely covered in maggots. Honestly, does that sound like something you'd eat? And if any of you said yes, a therapist is only a call away. Though one good thing is if a zombie apocalypse breaks out, we won't have to worry about feeding Vector. He'd probably be neck-deep in some zombie carcass. In other news, well, I'm not sure what to comment on this. I'll just show the pictures. Keep in mind this is what I woke up to that morning. And we have yet to experiment on Purple Flirp. I request that get done pronto. I'd also like to request a Daggeth Foot showcase for Vector. It's what he likes after all. Now for a very important announcement. Today's showcase will have a very special guest. Who could it be? Well, it can only be someone forged from the depths of Captura. Looks like I'm doing news out here now. Anyway, Cautionary Tale will be joining us today. Finally, someone to help Vector manage all the insane people in chat. Welcome to the insanity. All right, moving on before I freeze to death. A new crime organization has been unearthed. led by two criminal masterminds. Who are they? Well, they are none other than Glitter Ash and Pink Deucer. They are terrorizing places like Fortuna with their horrible color choice. Locals are advised to stay inside and above all else avoid eye contact with them. Law enforcement are working hard to bring these two to justice. In other news, see this context. Watch as I burn it as I tell you this. A space ninja wearing tights clothing asks a solid snake to make him feel alive again. We are unaware if the snake was able to fulfill this request as said ninja jumped on him and rammed his sword into him. How ya doing, context? Still burning? Thought so. Hopefully Mr. Snake will be able to fulfill this request. And as Vector would say, it's smaller than it looks. Well, that's all I had for today. I best disappear before Pink Deucer finds me.
And that was the Nerdist news. Hope you guys enjoyed that. So, this is the part of Q's and A's. So, for those of you that may not know Cautionary, I am actually going to, a little bit, in a couple of minutes, do a little bit of a montage while we discuss, ask questions. So, I am going to start with asking Cautionary to once again introduce yourself to the community because some people are just tuning in. So if you can introduce yourself, we'll start Q's and A's.
I am Cautionary Tale. I'm a Warframe content creator for Captura, and I occasionally do videos. I need to get back into doing those.
Cool. So when did you start doing... One of the questions I wanted to ask was, when did you start doing creative stuff in Warframe? The second question is, what kind of made you be creative?
Sorry, I just read Phantom's comment. Be respectful, I will proceed to talk about the salted caramel ice cream. Not back on the ice cream, man. But I started doing Capture not long after I started playing Warframe, actually. But I didn't get seriously into Capture until I think it was 4 years ago.
Right, okay.
But I've always enjoyed it.
And when you first started Captura then, did you find it easy? Did you find it that you something you had to work at?
It had a lot to... There's a lot to learn with it. It was... Like, you look back on your first pictures and you find it extremely cringy. But no, there was a lot to learn and there was a lot to adjust to. But if you take a lot of real-world photography skills and move it into Captura, they do help a lot.
Right, okay. So Shem says, I was wondering when you was going to go back to doing the vids. It's been a hot minute.
It has. I think it's been more than a year since I released my last one. I just need to relearn how to using advanced camera options in Captura because that still does my head in. I do not know how Cold Scar does it so well. Man is a legend.
So, I've noticed that with the videos that you've submitted, you do work with Cold Scar a lot. Did you guys know each other when you first started playing, or is it you got into the creator program, or?
I just used to talk to him a lot for it, and I asked him one day if he would do some voice acting for me, and I just kind of have used him ever since. Because I'll give him the lines and he'll send them to me.
Right, okay.
But he always gets like the tone of voice that I'm after, and he just does them so beautifully well.
Yeah, he's a really, really good. I don't know if it's the correct term, but voice actor. Well, that's where I see him. Anyways, he could literally land something like say lands in Warframe, and I'd be happy. So, question from Cyber Messi: do you post edit much?
Not edited very much. Only because I mostly do everything on my phone. and I have not got my computer set up for anything like that yet. At most, I will do occasional post edits, but I haven't done those for a long time.
Okay.
But nothing's actually like fully edited.
Just captures. Is there a capture you're most proud of?
Oh no, that's a rabbit hole. I have so many that I love so dearly. And a lot of them are actually quite old. But probably there was one that I did of one of the first stone ones that I ever did way back before Emphyras were even a thing. And I did one with Mirage as a stone soldier, and it's probably one of my favorites.
Phantom says, on your phone?
I don't use I use my phone for everything. So everything that I upload and do is I do it on my phone, including all of my videos. Leave the nuggets alone. Sorry, my cat's trying to eat the nugget.
Hold up. Say that again. You even use your phone for your video edits?
Yep. That's why some of them aren't particularly great, but all of it's done on my phone.
What? And here's me with a video editor, and I'm like, oh wow, Cautionary is like a really good video editor, and I've just found out you do it all on your phone. I'm with...
And I use a free app, I might add.
Right. Total Phantom says, I need to step up my game. I'm using Photoshop, and I'm nowhere near hair level. I can't feel to say that. Which just captures like Team Phone. Gamer's Interest says, what keeps you motivated to produce beautiful art pieces?
Just my love of different fashion and color schemes. I've always loved fashion, and just the level of customization you can do in this game is so insane. You can do so much with it, and there's just so many different colors you can use. And so I'm forever putting new color schemes together. I'll get like a specific idea that I try and work out. Like I have color schemes that I have not done captures with yet because I'm still trying to figure out how I want to use them.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I've got many ideas and not enough time for any of them.
I'm still on the whole phone thing. I still can't believe that you're doing everything on your phone.
It takes a lot of practice. But no, I use an app called InShot for all of my edits for Capture and for my videos.
Right. Do we have any more questions? Kai says, not a question, but he's like, I create the news for my phone, Team Phone. There we go then.
Team Phone!
Not enough time. Not enough time for them, I feel like in my soul. There is so much I want to draw, but life. That is...
Yeah, 100%.
Rohan says, Course Retail, how do you handle when Captura not going as planned, like posting, effects, etc.? How do you adapt to finish it?
Sometimes you end up abandoning the idea purely because it goes in a different direction than originally planned. But sometimes I will get what I'm doing out of my head first, and then I'll go back and redo what I was trying to do in a different scene if it helps. Because sometimes it's just the scene lighting not working, or it's just patience with posing, because some of those slow-mo motion, like the slow-mo effect, is one of your best friends in Captura.
For me, I'm going to ask, what was your most difficult project to date?
It's actually a really tough question. Because I never post anything that I'm not happy with. But I'd actually have to say it'll have to be to do with consistency. Because I get through my manic episodes where it's just I'm prolific with taking pictures.
Yeah.
And then I get myself a stockpile. So I can post those over time when I'm not feeling as creative.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm having mental blocks. Because I will go through phases of either writing or doing capture, or I'll do both. And it's, yeah. Sometimes it just capture just does not like working for me.
Magician Capture says, any option or feature in the game that needs to be added now?
Aside from taking the gun away from the operator, because that drives me up the wall so much, a grid option or a dial option for rotation, so you can see when something is at 90 degrees to line things up properly, because it hurts your neck having to turn your head trying to get vertical shots all of the time. But a lot of it is actually you almost want orbital three-way lighting, where you can adjust the angle of the lighting as well, as opposed to just going around a straight circular motion.
So, Magician's Capture says, taking the gun away from your operator, asked Tori if she found the way.
I have tried the one that, who was it? Somebody you tagged on Twitter. I did try that way and that did not work for me.
So Muddyso says, is there a specific thing you're looking forward to most in the coming updates?
Honestly, I'm hoping they bring back more Tenojin skins. We have not had a Tenojin skin released in a long time. I understand it will be difficult with cross-save and cross-play going, but I'd like to have more skins. But I also want... It's hard with the updates, because I'm looking forward to Atlas's bigger brother coming in, back from university. Dante.
Dante.
Yeah.
Arjen Phoenix says, what's your favourite piece so far that you've done? I don't know.
Probably that, yeah, that's the Mirage, the stone Mirage that I've done. I'll post that into the community showcase, because I found it again. But that was before they had, like, the void shell skins and stuff. Actually, back when I was on my PlayStation 4, I took that picture. But it's still one of my most favourite pieces.
It just says, 100% still waiting on that Urelli helmet.
Oh, there's so many. So many things. So I wish so many frames had better deluxes and skins. I'd like to go back to the simplest skins. Like, it's why the Revenant skin and the Ember skin new deluxes go so well. Is because they've got that simplistic elegance. And then you get some of the others that are extremely busy and it's very hard to tell what's going on.
I don't know if you guys have got any more questions, but while you're typing in chat, I'm going to be uploading some images, which Cautionary was good enough to send me while you guys were watching Nidus News. So let me just move this down. Alan says, when I grow up, I want to be like you, Cautionary.
Don't do it. I'm a bad influence. I'm a major bad influence.
Ah, you're fine. What do you mean? Okay, so where did I save this stuff? Cautionary 1. So I'm going to try and put these images up really quick. I'm going to try and size these correctly. So do you want to... You can explain what these are that I'm putting on screen, because you sent me them during the Nidus news break before I went over to Q's and A's.
So that is the Charizard Valkyria that I did quite a while.
There we go.
Yes, I remember Medusa was quite fond of that Charizard.
Medusa, yes, that Charizard lives rent-free in my head.
I worked hard on that Charizard, okay? It was so hard trying to find a decent what frame to use for it. But yeah, it ended up being Valkyria.
I can't believe just how Charizard like it looks. I think you've actually nailed the colour in there and the blue wings. Like, so good. The next one I'm going to be putting up is...
Lobster Prime.
Lobster Prime. Can't get out of my head now.
That I went through a phase of making lobsters. So that's Lobster Prime with Chroma.
This is a question I'm going to ask that's totally like unrelated, but why lobsters? Why do you think all of a sudden like, yeah, I'm gonna like...
It was the tails.
Okay.
It was the tails. So I looked at the tails and thought they looked a bit like cooked lobsters. So that's how that started. Lobster Prime is also Trinity, but his tail also fits this.
Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, and the next one we have is... We're going to be more lobster.
Yep.
There we go. I want to put
Trinity
it on.
Lobster.
It's a Trinity one.
Yeah.
I know your name isn't on there. I've literally just saved it. But guys, this is by Cautionary. That is that Trinity Prime's default skin? I think.
Yep.
Like,
Yep. Her default skin and helm.
That's the one thing I took from her prime design was her lobster tail. I'm like, what the hell? It reminded me of
Lobster.
I know it's not, but do you know the dresses that they used to wear in, like, the Victorian days, where it's like massive, like whatever? That's what it reminds me of, like a ball
They had the
dress.
underskirts. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. I love how you kind of mimic the colours as well. Very similar. It's like, I'm presuming maybe Lunar New Year was an inspiration for these, because it's very Lunar New Year.
No, that was just cooked lobster skin, so it has that very orangey red colour.
Okay. Cooked lobster skins, right? Let's just back up a
Cooked
little.
lobster. So cooked lobster goes a very different colour than raw lobster.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first. These are actually cooked lobsters roaming in the waters of.
It makes sense if you think about my brain, because my brain is literally just cooked. I have one brain cell. I share with my partner. I swear he has it most of the time.
I'm sorry. I did not expect that response. Wow. Don't ruin my dream, Beck. I bet there's a giant cake in there. Oh, god damn it, Rohan.
There's no cake under her lobster tail. She's flat as a board.
Which just captures, here's your zombie meat, Beck. Yeah, great. Moving on, we have... Oh, this is one of the ones that stood out for me. Oh wait, supersized. Do not want it supersized. Can I actually scale the image down, please? You gonna let... No, you're not gonna let me. Oh, it's locked. That's why. Don't know why I locked it. Right, there we go. Right, let me try and resize this so you guys can see. Doing a little bit editing on the fly here. There we go. So this must be a recent one you did, because the new scene and everything, right?
Yes, I did that this morning.
This morning? That recent?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm prolific with capture. If I send you every one that I made, your inbox would just be completely spam.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Just be spammed with them.
Spam. Just spam away, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think your work definitely speaks for itself, in honesty. One thing I've noticed when you submit stuff is how difficult it is for me to choose just one to feature on the showcases, and it's good that you're here and the first, like, one of the first guests, or the first guest of 2024, because on the montage that I put on, that's every single community showcase submission that you've done over the past, like, so many months. And like, I say this every single time, that it is so difficult to pick just one, as you're, like, I see as the feature, like, for example, let's just say I picked this to feature you, like, that to me is to represent you, and it's difficult because every piece I feel is adequate enough to represent you as an artist, and it's difficult because it's like, okay, which one do I like most? And I'm always like, I don't know, I like them all, but it's difficult to pick.
It's sad that that's not even like a third of the ones that I actually take.
Yeah.
I take so many shots that never end up on Discord or anywhere.
I think I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't feel comfortable to answer, of course, you can decline. But there's been a couple of artists that I've spoken to recently that get blocks. Have you experienced a creative block? And if so, how have you got yourself out of that?
Oh, 100%. I get them all the time. But this is where me being prolific comes in handy, because I tend to always have a stockpile that I can post. But I will often go and do something else creative. So I'm a writer also, so I spend most of my time writing. So if I have a creative block for Warframe, I'll switch back to writing, or I'll go make something with polymer clay, or I'll go paint something, or just do something else creative, or and then eventually it comes back to me. when I get inspired by something.
It just says.
How
Sorry, go on.
I was just looking at Muddy Suds. How often do you go to Hydron? A lot. That's how I level everything.
Oh, that's great. It just says, likewise, are done, and then regret it. I think it's important to highlight the blocks because there's a few artists in here that have reached out to me and said, like, they weren't going to be out for Community Showcase, and they feel bad because they're not submitting anything. And my response is always, don't feel pressured or feel like you have to submit something, right? Creativity flows, and sometimes it just doesn't, right? I've found that if I try and force myself...
when you force yourself, it ends up way worse and you're just not happy.
Yeah, exactly.
So I tried to used to work through it because I used to post daily. But you find that when you force yourself to do it, you stop loving what you're doing and it feels like a chore. And you don't want that. So it's always easier just to take a step back, take some breaths, and decide that I just need a break. And your fans will understand that because they know, like, you've got to do what you've got to do for you. Mental health is far more important.
Okay, and I think one of the last questions that I've got is, what would you say to somebody that is considering starting Captura or is new in the Captura scene? Like, what would your recommendations be, if that makes any sense?
Never feel pressured to post everything. So always, like, if you're not happy with something, don't worry about posting it. Never feel obliged to post. Like, it's something that I used to feel a lot. And I learned just to take a step back because it was becoming a chore and I was starting to lose my love for it. But, like, have patience with yourself because it is a learning process. It took me a good 3+ years to get where I am now, with just in terms of skill. And it's just, And if you have questions, like, reach out to somebody and ask. Never feel afraid to ask. You won't seem dumb for asking. Everyone's got questions. I still have questions.
And the whole thing of, like, I get it, and I'm not sure if the other artists get it, but I sometimes compare myself, and that puts me in a worse place, right?
100%. So if you look at Captura artists, everyone has their own style, and it's something that you will develop. You can take inspiration from other people and try, like, mimicking their styles almost, but you learn to have your own style by doing that, and never feel like you're inferior to anyone. Always, you can admire other people, but never feel that you are inferior because you will have your own style, and that's what your followers enjoy. It's why they follow you. It's because you have a unique style.
So this image that I've got on right now, this is what you touched on earlier about pink being really well for Excal, like a really well done Excal, right? So, do you want to explain maybe the colour palettes used in this? Maybe? Because I was like, yo, this looks really good as a pink Excal. You're converting me now.
You have to give me a moment. I need to figure out what I actually used for those.
Alright, okay. I think you said was it the warm pinks, I think? The classics? I can't remember.
Yes. Not just classics. I think I used Valentine's a little bit. But yeah, if you're using gold with pink, you'll want warm-based colours. So if I go into...
It's great because
So I've got from Hallows Eve, pink from Classic Saturated, and also from the Valentine pack, and then the gold is from the Twilight. And it's just that mix of soft, warm tones that are just that right amount of, like, saturated colour. But you want the contrasting, so they're different enough to contrast so you see the different patterns.
Yeah. I think this is pinkening done well, to be honest. For me, this is very tolerable, and like I said to you in the VC when there was an Idis, she was sending me this. Like, I hate it when people do the pinketing challenge because it's too much. But then this is just, it's very welcoming. I won't think of doing like a pink style with the gold accents, but I just love how the gold is lifted. Almost like the pink is just the base and the gold is just the detailing on top. You know, rather than real bright pinks overpower the gold. If you know what I mean. I think this is very tastefully
this is
done.
where I love using muted tones. It's one of the things I use a lot, purely because you don't feel like it's overpowering and it blends easier. And this is where using different tones of pink comes in very handy, because you get to see all the detail on the frame, but it's not in a way that it blends all together in just one giant block of colour.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And that's the part that makes them look weird.
Yeah, and if there's a lot of friction with the colours that you use, the conflict with the colours you use, it doesn't really do you favour justice. I think this is a very good example of pinking done right. Argent Phoenix asks, how would you recommend making a bright, vibrant purple work?
With colours like that, like I like to use like a fluorescent green from like the Shamrock pack. I will temper it with something like steel. This is where Trinity's nitrous skin comes in really nice. So her nitrous skin has that like all over metallic look, and you can use the bright colours like that as an accent instead of gold almost. If that makes sense. Because if you use it as your base colour, you find it's too overwhelming. But if you want to use bright colours, tend to use them more as accents as opposed to a base colour, because otherwise you overpower everything and it just doesn't blend nicely.
Okay. I think that definitely makes sense, because I think a lot of the colours have potential. It's just how you work with the colour. So if it's vibrant and dominant, I think for me it's finding that colour that's maybe more, I don't want to say submissive in the same sentence, but something that's less aggressive to kind of maybe balance it.
This mag shot that I did with the Void Shell skin, it's where I used the pink as an accent with the gold. So it's still a primary focus, but it's in a way that it's not overbearing.
There you go.
Yeah.
I have these saved,
so
if there's any image you want me to pull up, just let me know.
Yeah, so this one here, I loved doing this shot. I enjoyed using the different skins, because I haven't used her Void Shell skin much. But yeah, using the pink as an accent, like down the legs and stuff, but not as the main colour focus, it helps break it up, and so it's easier for your eyes to digest.
Sabmester says, I am usually one for saturation and neon. Using the softer pastels and warmer tones in cherub has been a real breaker for me. Melissa says, I like that mag fashion. It's quite pretty. I think that is a very, very good example of fashion frame done correctly with Void Shell skin. I think that what the Void Shell skins offer is spoilt for choice, because not only have you got the actual Void Shell skin, you've got materials, and each material changes the effect. And then not just have you got the material changing the effects on the Void Shell, you then got like tons of palettes to choose from. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong, in my opinion, with Void Shell skins if you're fashioning, because there's so much for there's so much to put together for your fashion. But I think this is a very good, clean example of a Void Shell matte skin. I love it.
Yeah, you don't want to do too much with them, because the skins themselves are still quite busy with how much detail they have. It's why I like to have set sections that are colour blocked, so it kind of breaks it up a bit, so it's easier to look at.
Yeah. So Medusa says, Void Shells are easily overdone with too much going on. I love your take on it. Muddy Sud says, for me Void Shell is difficult, although I only have Varunas, which is already difficult to fashion. Toe Phantom says, there have been too many times I choose Oxium Gloss and the other shiny metal one when using Void Shell. And
I use those, the titanium sheen, I use that a lot because that to me is the accent. But I won't use it as the primary because it is very shiny. So on this one here, I've used titanium sheen twice in the pink and the gold, but I've also used another one. I think it was the diamond shaped one of the new ones, for another pink actually on that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can see it there. I've actually used it both for the gold and for the pink. I've used titanium sheen, but I've done it in a way with the darker tones where it's not as overly bright, but it's still shiny.
I just love that fashion.
It turned out a lot better than I was expecting it to be.
I do think you've done a really, really good job on that. So for those people that are interested, where can people find you? If you want to share your links, by the way, you can. Should be fine.
Alright. My brain's not functioning enough for that right now.
I mean, if you just want to mention the platforms, I can just link you on the catch-up episode. So
I am primarily on Instagram and Twitter. I also post on YouTube, and I will hopefully be starting streaming again soon. It's all under the same name of Cautionary Tale.
And there we go. So let me put your works back up. If there's any last questions, guys, that you want to ask Cautionary Tale, we have a couple minutes left before the end of the stream. Anything at all. So I have the Juicer. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you. I did get a comment from Side Mercy saying rut breaker, something that helps you get out of an artistic rut or slump. So what I think that is, what is your rut breaker? I think. I guess.
My rut breaker is probably my writing. It's always been my first love, so I write more than I do capture, which is saying something. But for me, it's just taking time. Even if it's just doing something else for like a few weeks or days, just until you feel motivated again. Like, it's never forcing myself. Marty asked how much I liked feet.
If you want to answer that, answer it. You are not obligated.
I did submit some feet pictures when they first started into your Discord, I will admit that.
Yep, you did.
I prefer... Really, I do quite enjoy Revenant's feet because he's got claws, and I like that.
Oh?
I like the claws. That's why I love like clawed hands. There's just something really awesome about them because they're dangerous, but they're still really elegant.
Well, there you go, guys. Anything?
Someone did post one earlier asking, I think, what I did if I wasn't doing Warframe.
You read that, Element. So to be a content creator, you need to like feet. Note it.
But no, if I'm not playing Warframe, I'm normally playing. At the moment, it's been Minecraft, and I've been playing Baldur's Gate, Dishonored, Skyrim, and Cyberpunk. I also been playing Medieval Dynasty. I play a lot of games. I like my sandbox games. I like to build things.
Medusa Captures has asked, favourite frame, ?
I am a Vault main. Well, not a main anymore, but Vault is the first frame and first primed frame that I never had, so there's a special place in my heart for him. But Revenant, I also love, and probably Wisp. I use Wisp mainly nowadays. She's my Steel Path frame. But yeah, those are probably my top three. I can't really pick one.
Argent Phoenix, Vault, Aragos. Oof.
Vault is the OG. He's the original.
Oof.
There is a video that I want to make of Vault versus Gorse using the Godfather song. Not the one from the Godfather, but it's a song called Godfather, but I think it's called Berg. It's a really cool song. But it's been in my head for ages to do a video of them too, was it?
That's something I do like. Your YouTube videos, the captures that you do from sometimes Cold Scars voiceovers, the music you pick elevates it. So for me, as a content creator in terms of doing YouTube videos and trying to get the balance of music and stuff, like, what's your process of finding the right song for the project? Do you have a song or a type of theme of song in mind, or are you just like, I'm going to do this first and then I'm going to find the music?
Sometimes, like that video that I want to do, it's the song that gives me the inspiration, but sometimes it's the lines that I write. Sometimes Cold Sky helps me find the right song because he understands music better than I do. But it's about finding a song that fits the theme, but in a way that's not overpowering of the words. If that makes sense.
Yes, that makes perfect sense. And again, you don't have to answer this one, but it's something which I get asked a lot, so I'm going to ask you in terms of people ask me for my plans and stuff, but have you got anything, projects planned for 2024, or is it just whatever you fit in terms of content creation?
I really want to get back into making videos. I have quite a few lined up to make, like that video. I also have a Ivara Prime trailer that I want to make, because I made the Frost Prime one that I really enjoyed making. But I also want to get into streaming as well, even just once or twice a week, or like once every couple of weeks. Mostly probably Captura, if people are ever interested in seeing my processes and stuff like that.
Okay, so I'm going to link your Twitch, I believe that is it. So those of you that are watching the stream, if you want to head over, hit the follow button, and make sure you click the notification bell. I don't know if you've got your socials linked on your Twitch yet, but
I think I've got some of them.
Okay.
I think I got the 3 mains linked on there, I think.
Okay. And this is our last raffle, guys. So any questions within the 90 seconds, by all means, ask. But yeah, I've really enjoyed this community showcase, to be honest, Cautionary. I don't know about you. I don't know what your impression is, but I think it was very enjoyable. I really did enjoy it.
I'm just enjoying being able to actually have a chance to see your stream for once, because I'm normally at work.
I do appreciate that, and yeah. Again, are we gonna raid? Oh, are we gonna raid Cautionary Tale? I don't think Cautionary is live right now.
I mean, I can go live if you want me to. It won't take
Sure,
long.
sure. If you want to do that, I'll raid you.
I don't have any like Streamlabs stuff though, so fair warning. It's just me playing games.
Yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure the people here will enjoy your content as much as I do, so it doesn't matter what software you have, don't have. It's all about the creator. That's what I've found with streaming on Twitch, because when I first started, I didn't really have any overlays or anything like that, and it's the support from people that genuinely do like your content, and when you do really good content is they support you. It doesn't matter what you've got. So you've got a supporter in me, and I know you've got a supporter in a lot of people here as well. So yeah, if you want to go live, we'll raid, and I'll let, because I need to make food. But if there's anything you want to say, Cautionary, now, whatever you want to say to people watching, maybe anything that could inspire them, or your thoughts on the current, the Captura scene, or the Warframe scene, or the community, feel free.
I just have one thing.
Oh boy.
Victor, why do you call a horse Mayo?
What? What? I don't remember calling it
why
Mayo.
why do you call a horse Mayo?
Oh no. I don't know. Why do you? At first she was like, "Why do you call it?" I was like, "Wait, what?" I don't know. Why do you call a horse Mayo?
Cause mayonnaise. Yeah, Cass knows the joke.
Yeah. Bruh. You got any more jokes like that before we raid?
None that are safe for work.
Oh no. Oh goodness.
No, I mainly have memes. I've sent you memes. You know this.
Yeah. It really brightens my day when you send me them. Fair enough. Kai, I'm stealing that. If I do not see that joke with a Daggoth reference, Kai, in the next Nidus news, mate, you're getting deducted another mutagen sample. There you go. It's got to be an organ donor. Oh my god, Medusa. Oh my god. It takes guts
To
be
be fair, Medusa, you can have a piece of my mind if you need it.
Oh my word. So, are you alive right now, by the way?
I am just changing the name because it was still saying I was playing Cyberpunk.
Alright, okay. When you go live, let me know, because I can't find you in a minute. So guys, what did you think to today's stream? Did you enjoy it? Is there anything that you might want implementing next time we have a guest? What do you think to Cautionary Tales' work that we managed to show? And yeah, just generally, just let me know what your thoughts are. Want to trade? Medusa said.
Medusa, you don't want my brain. I don't have the brain cell right now. There's no brain cell here.
It was interesting. I found guest streams to be very interesting. That's cool. Nothing to comment on at this point. Thanks, Shem. I take that as a good thing. Oh, actually, one thing real quick, right? What do you think of the Nidus news, Cautionary?
It needs more Vector shenanigans.
Me? There's nothing but targeting me.
Exactly. Needs more.
Alright, okay. Uh-oh. I think the news reporter needs to be paid more. Kai, I gave you like, what? Medusa Captures really enjoyed it. Also, this is the skins instead of I don't know. Oh, right. Thanks, Medusa. Yeah. I mean, this is what I mean. Like, it's good having a capture artist that does fashion, that doesn't just stay as one warframe, that does have knowledge of skins. Like, it makes a hell of a lot of difference. So there you go. Let me just double check. If I am not following you, then there's something wrong. There is something wrong. Let me go on to...
Something wrong? Do you want the list or would you like the book?
Give me the book at this point. It's fine.
Fabulous. I will Facebook you.
Oh my. Where did that... I'm scrolling for a message that's probably like miles away, so I'm just going to give you another SO. And I'm going to click the link and follow. So guys, if you haven't already, hit the follow button on Cautionary Tale. I don't know if I am, that's why I can't find you. No, so I just have. And let me just go on to raid. Cautionary. Why is it saying that no results are found? Oh, there you are. I found you. Yay! So guys, thank you so much for stopping by in today's community showcase. Of course, thank you to special guest Cautionary Tale. We are going to be going over and raiding. If you haven't hit the follow button, please hit the follow button as soon as you go. And of course, have a very interesting raid message at hand. Until next time, have a good day, have a brilliant weekend, and see you on Twitch and Discord. Bye bye.